Alright guys, we are back. Your boy, the hardest working guy in show business, the pie guy. We are streaming the horse betting now. It was too early in the night to give up. So we re-streaming. We'll check in periodically with the poker to see how Bud's doing and that sort of thing. It looks like they're at the final table now. There's 8 left. Bud is a short stack, so we'll see what goes on there. And we'll chime in periodically on that front. But we are betting the horses tonight. We have a $100 bullet. As you can see to my left there, that's our betting menu. There's 4 thoroughbred Australia tracks, and there's 2 Australia harness tracks. The last 5 days 6 days have not been friendly to us, but that's okay. We are going to stick with it and see how it goes. We're too late to get Australia 3A in, but we'll watch it, see how it runs.
Wanted the first to break the liner, showing speed. Chloe Kinky Toes and Brooks Girls coming across on that wide draw. 3 deep at the moment, working into the first turn, and I think she'll be exposed out there for a while. Princess Cartier, 4 deep, Hugs and Kisses. Half length further back then in the field, the Girl is Wild, Encumbrance, Mighty Meerkat. Last of all, Bim Bimbi Barb. They're bunching up as they come to the corner. 6:50 to go. Princess Cartier, 3 away from the inside. Just in front of Chloe Kinky.
What the hell is this program chicanery?
Peeling off their backs is Brooks Girl, Hugs and Kisses getting to the outside, and Mighty Meerkat is down the crown. Then the Girl is Wild. Mighty Meerkat sprinted quickly, dashed away, got a length clear. Brooks Girl getting to the outside now with Hugs and Kisses. This favourite's under pressure, Brooks Girl. Mighty Meerkat just in front. Hugs and Kisses kicking back the inside. Hugs and Kisses gets to the front over Mighty Meerkat, then Scaramucci, but Hugs and Kisses is pulling right away the last little bit. Too good one before. Mighty Meerkat second, Scaramucci third, and Brooks Girl, Pretty Plain Jane fourth. Princess Cartier, the Girl is Wild, Encumbrance. Then came Bim Bimbi Bug, Chloe Kinky Toes, the last one over the line.
What do we say? Odds on, look on, no such thing as a good thing. All the wonderful things we want to say now, as Brooks Girl was very plain, as Russell said, but Hugs and Kisses, there's one for them all, and she deserved that today at start number 31. She's drawn right away with a job for Stephen Rundle.
Nice. All right, let me see if I can find the program that's not in this god-awful split down the middle format. Oh, I hate this. Okay. See if I can find. Okay, here we go. None of that stupid, ugly, split down the middle format here. Okay, alright. That 7 that we just saw at A was 0 for 30. Now he's 1 for 31. Alright. Track 1C, maiden 2-year-old maiden race, soft going, 7, 10, 13, 14 are scratch. Let's see if we can find a soft track bred runner from this collection of horses. Oops. That's here. Okay. See if anything jumps out. Let's see what the Australia markets think of this field. See if there's anyone jumping out. So I'll be occasionally checking Facebook, checking the live feed just to make sure if anyone comments. Because if for whatever reason, if Facebook comments will come through. Occasionally checking. Okay, all right. What's the Australia market say? Okay, they don't have an opinion either. So the 12 is the longest shot on the board now. This is what's really interesting. So 12, first career start, October 19th last year, ran 4th of 5. Took a little bit of betting. First race began awkwardly, didn't factor. Came on a big layoff, and in a field of 9 went off 19-1. So they were interested. There was some betting there for sure, and a tough field, 2-year-old open race. And so again, broke terribly. Since she's a 2-year-old, since she's a filly though, gets 5 pounds against the boys. You know, and honestly, in this field with this many question marks, I mean, if you can take the 12 here, has such a big long shot, and try to get the 12 home. You know, there's something about this horse 2 times in a row. I mean, it's one thing for them to go, all right, first race, you know, first time starter, fine. You know, they bet it was a small field, but comes off the layoff in a 9-horse field at 9-1. Breaks terribly, broke terrible both times. You know, I would say if the horse can break respectably, like, we got a chance here. So let's just go across the board for a 2-piece on the 12 and give it a go. Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Jump outs, free to move as well. Almost set to go. Juveniles ready from the 1100. Here's the start.
35-1. So we got the longest shot on the board. Let's see if the 12 can actually break respectably.
1111 meters for this.
I see you, Robert. Say use the 6. I'm taking a complete flyer here.
Fatigues was slow. Consider it back to second last. And at the other end, Casino Nakoni was fast to.
All right, we got the 12. We got the 12 here in the yellow sleeves.
Free to move deeper on the track. Alternate Reality in 5th and trying to ease. They'll followed by a length away Supreme Leader, and then comes Sure Strategy the Fence, and 2.5 lengths to Pepper's Ghost. About 3 lengths away to Fatigues, picking up on the fence and Consider It back last. They come down the side of the track and taking over clearly. It's Free to Move, leading 2 lengths. Miss Divine M in second, then Ronnie J the favourite third from Casino Nakoni. 2.5 lengths away, Alternate Reality, and then Sure Strategy, the Fence Supreme Leader called upon. About 3 lengths Peppers, Ghost, Fatigues, and 3 lengths to Consider.
We are off the bit a long way out.
Divine M and Casino Nakoni, they're closing. Ronnie J's looking for a run. Alternate Reality and Supreme Leader to the outside. Free to Move in front still. Trying hard, Casino Nakoni down the centre, trying to run down Free to Move. Free to Move going strongly though, has put up a space. Late on the scene, Alternate Reality, but Free to Move all the way by length, Alternate Reality, and then came Miss Divine M or Casino Nakoni in a photo finish for third, maybe in that order. And then came
good call, Robert. I honestly, it sucks. I wish I would have saw your comment before. That's kind of the danger of kind of swapping between screens. Gave me the goods, and I didn't even see it before the race went off. Good call on the 6. Hopefully you had some place money. Hopefully you had some place money. Unless you're just guessing, but I mean, with that kind of field, I mean everyone's guessing, but should have snuck one in there. All right, Knight's still young. We can still get him. We can still get him.
Alternate Reality has closed late on debut to run second. Casino Nakoni getting the photo for third, just ahead of the 8 in Miss Divine M. So 3.618 times 68.57. Details on the opener at Murray.
I think one thing that's notable about that race finish was 3, 6, and 1 all came from outside post. So 3 from post 13, 1 from post 11, and the 6 from the 10 hole. Certainly something to watch because it looked like they were off the rail. And the 8 ran 4th, and he was from the 9 hole, so definitely something to be of note here. All right. Yeah, hey Robert. Yeah, I miss. Oh man, there's so many things. I miss the harness at Los Alamitos. That was such a. I mean, arguably like one of the best 5/8 mile tracks in the country. I mean, it was wonderful to see a lot of the like the winter and spring campaigns. I remember D.R. Ackerman used to go out there with a lot of horses. I think I remember seeing like American Native and American run, out there really early on in their campaign. God, it was great. I'm out here in Virginia, so I play Australia well into the night. It's already 10:30 out here. All right, let me handicap some racing here. Let me see if anything jumps out. It's heavy, Port McCary. It's interesting. There's only one scratch on the heavy going. Let's see what ran in the first race at B. Just gonna take a quick look see here. That's results. It ran 132, so the 3 high weights. Interesting. All right, good stuff. Just wanted to check that out really quick. Okay. Fort McMurray. So we're definitely trying to look for heavy form. 2 does not have it. 1's a big question mark. Dundee is nice. I mean, that's a nice finish Pretty slow race, but a nice finish in the first career start. 3 is interesting. English bred, top and bottom. Here's what we want to see. We have a... I always like US breds on the heavy going. And they're betting them. They're betting the 4. Oh, this is even better. 5 horse, Uncle Mo, Brief Truce. Even odds make sense. 7 has some heavy form here. Picked up to pieces for 3rd. 8, like Smart Strike on the backside. Has 3 heavy races though, none of which hasn't hit the board. 9, 2 for 2 on the heavy. Definitely a speed type. Let me see if the first race 1B came in 132. So possibly was on pace. The 1 looked like his. 1 and the 3 was definitely speed. 1-3. They looked like they possibly could have been right up there. They definitely looked like they were on pace. So let's go here. All right, Robert. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, buddy. Good luck on betting on Australia as well.
As they run inside the 1300 now, and Dawn Thunder free galloping out in front, led by a length. Volcanic goes up, sits second on its outside now, and
all right, we did not get a bet in, but we are watching this.
Followed by Munza Magic and Aleph, and Glowbites JR, who's back to 3rd last, and the 2 Test Wilkes runners Contest and Torba are at the tail of the field. Down the back straight they run, inside the 1000 now, and they head to the 900. It's Dawn Thunder settling in front, 3/4 of a length over Volcanic. Nightmare, a nice run, 3rd on the inside. Little Funny Bunny deep around our Tito in the centre, and then came Crete Munza Magic. Further back in the race, then as they now leave the back straight, was Aleph with Blowbites JR, and Wellbackers Contest, and Torba is back at the tail. Down the side of the track they run, 600 left to go, and Dawn Thunder, the well-backed runner, is on top, leading over Volcanic. Nightmare waiting it out now. 3rd on the inside of Little Funny Bunny, and then our Tito in the centre. Further back was Crete, and coming to the outside is Munza Magic from Aleph. Around the bend they come, and it's Dawn Thunder in front, led by a length over Volcanic. Nightmare the inside, then our Tito. Munza Magic.
Look at this outside runner. This looks like the good part of the track, and he is just lugging in. Oh my goodness, this is disaster. Oh my God, look at the far outside runner. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Nightmare, but we'll hear more. And then Dawn Thunder, further back was Contest, Little Funny Bunny, was Torba and Aleph last in.
Oh my goodness, I gotta step away for a moment.
There was carnage that last 100 metres. They were everywhere. Maybe the horse back to the inside out, Tito, maybe over the 10 right out wide, and this is a tricky angle with this rail going out 4 metres, but you'll see, I think it was Munza Magic was just, yeah, it was...
He just shied. He's just spotted something and just ducked straight in. He really just spotted something out of the corner of his eye.
And the little mare, she's copped a really bad... And even our Tito has, and it might have helped him to give him that shove along, but it's either our Tito, the 5 or the 10 right out wide, and Munza Magic there, and also Nightmare, but cameraman's pretty keen on the 10, so we'll see how good he is.
Deceiving.
It is with this rail right out 4 metres outside, it would favour, and now the cameraman says, "No, I'm going to change now. I'm going to go to the 5 out Tito." So he'll swap, and Five's got up to win. He was helped with the bump, so 5 beats 3, 10 and 4. 5, 3, 10, 4 across the line. I think the bumps helped him out to get the money, Priscilla.
And well, the 3's cost himself the race. Munza Magic just shying and pricking his ears there. He looked like he was going to pick them up and carry them halfway down the straight and just spotted something. So he'll keep for another day.
Yeah, a bit of carnage down the running, Rich. But anyway, he hangs on to win. 5, 3, 10, 4. Race 2, Priscilla, and I'll be back shortly. Mounting Yard Race 3 at Port.
Gary, Priscilla, thank you. Yeah, I suppose carnage is the word there. Luckily, all riders have stayed on board. It was, as Priscilla said, it was Munster Magic who saw something and just ducked in, and there was a ricochet effect about now. Oh, dear.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Our Tito, Motto's got the little half push along and scores narrowly the favourite, number 5, our Tito. Andrew Gibbons and Chris Lees, all the riders doing a good job to really get to that.
That is pretty nutty there. Pretty nutty. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh, okay. Let's see how everyone's doing at the final table. Uh-oh. Bud's starting to get a stack going. Starting to get a stack. We'll put that up on here since the Boss Harness is 20 minutes. We'll put that up there just for viewing purposes. Oh, look, yeah. Works nicely on the overlay here.
Wayne's thoughts in just a moment. As you mentioned, Hyannis Port.
Top right, Corona Pirate. Robert, not bad on the place and show price, $15.80 and $9. You know, I'm still kicking myself that I didn't see your reply to till it was too late. Instead, I wanted to make sure I had money on the horse that settled last and probably finished last. All right, Australia D soft track. We got 6 minutes. Let's come up with the goods here. Come up with the goods. So, just from looking at the program, like the one's absolutely worst races that come on the soft going. He does have a win on the soft, but it's not on the program. Has not had much fun when he hasn't been on the lead. Let's look at the 2. One soft track effort early on his career. Ran second. Literally the best effort to date for the horse. And then comes off a layoff 9 days ago with a beautiful effort on the 4.5 to win by 2 lengths, or I don't know if they do meters or lengths on the thoroughbred program, but no, it's 2 lengths. It says here 2 len. So 2 length victory, 4.5 coming from 10th. A win in a place at this distance. 5-2 right now. I mean, the horse has speed also. So the horse earlier in his career showed speed. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Alright, 3 scratched. Alright, 4 horse 1 for 1 on the soft going. Broke its maiden on soft. Two kind of meh runs so far this year. Dropped a lot of weight though. Comes back to 5 furlongs where the horse is more comfortable. Worth a second look, depending on how the rest of the field is. 5's a tough sell. Alright, Bud just had kings and won with them. Big double up there. Alright, so the 5 looks like he hasn't been good since 2018, so we will pass there. The 6, great record on the distance. resumes off a layoff. Last time the horse had a 5-month layoff. Ran 4th. Wasn't a terrible race. Comes back to 5 furlongs. I don't know, there's a lot of questions. 6 has a lot of questions to answer. Alright, 7. 7 comes off a layoff. I'm a big fan of General Nidium's on the front side, on the back side, on the soft. You know, gets put in a barrier trial on the 8th. 4 to 5 right now. Yeah. It's way too short. Way too short. Alright, get 8 to a win and a third on the soft track. That was in July of last year. Has 2 trials. And hard to gauge. Hard to gauge if the 8's going to show up. The price is right though, 13 to 1. I mean, those 2 trials, respectable trials. So far we like the 2, the 4. 4 can sneak into the triple. Goodness, the 7. God, that's. Is he really being bet that much here? No. Well, I mean, he's still the favorite. Still the favorite. Interesting. Oh, that 2's last race was so impressive. You can have 31 to 1. Maybe they don't believe it. If he runs back to that, I mean, he'll be right there. He will be right there. Let's just play a triple key. Kemba. Two with the 4, 7, 8. Or buck. That's in.
$34.60 Contel Mason, and the gates are open and they're off and racing now. Contel Mason jumped out okay. Advanced Party showing speed. Hyena's Port using her spot along the rails to drive through up there into second, but it's going to be Advanced Party leading from Contel Mason and Hyena's Port. They're followed then by Power Rush and Shadow Bridge is deep kicking forward. They're followed then by El Dasher, who was wide, so drifts back second last, and at the end 15 rounds. Coming around the turn, they've got 450 to go. Advanced Party stays off the rail, so there's room for Hyena's Port to come through. Power Rush a length away, third, wider Shadow Bridge, then Contel Mason. Next came 15 Rounds, who's trying to make ground, and they're followed then by Aldasha. Heading down to the 200, it's Advanced Party, 3/4 Power Rush.
What's up?
Quarter length away, can't get there just as yet, and they're followed by Shadow Bridge and Contel Mason. It's Advanced Party, 3/4. Hyena's Port,
time do I have to wake
can't make,
up?
but Advanced Party stays at bay, and Advanced Party
8:30.
beat Hyena's Port. Third Power Rush and fourth in Contel Mason from Shadow Bridge, then Aldasha.
Oh, what time do you have to wake
15
up?
Rounds.
So we gotta leave like around 11:30.
That's the way to come back
So, like,
from
yeah, if you have
a big
that,
break in quarantine, isn't it? Alicia Collett, Advanced Party, straight back into the winners list here today. I think she had a couple of rides at Wollongbar on Sunday, but here at Canberra today, straight back into it.
Oh my goodness, X Almighty, the 2 was just absolutely ordinary there.
Speed. And has led them a merry dance. High Sport had its chance, Wayne, on the inside, but couldn't match the acceleration at both ends of the race by Advanced Party.
Yeah, she races on excitement, doesn't she? And that's always a bit of a wary task you've got to just watch when they do that. She fought back all right, though. She looked like she might have dropped out and not been run a place there. But anyway, let's talk about the winner. She was scratched from the Kenzo meeting tomorrow. And Alicia Collett, as I say, she rode once here in Australia before and impressed plenty of people. She shows plenty of vigour on her horses there, doesn't she, too? Horse had run since September, trialled nicely coming into this, and I think might be in for a fairly good prep looking at that. She's only fair.
Alright, what do we got upcoming here? Australia A, Rockhampton. Alright, we are definitely looking at the inside runners at Australia A here. The 7-1 last race, he was 0 for 30. He ran from the 3-hole and he was able to make the lead. The other two races, I believe the first race was won by the post position 1. And then the second race was won by post position 2 with 1 and 3 running second and third. So this is very interesting. We can find inside and speed, and we should be good to go. 5 scratched here. Alright, well we get that immediately with the 1. Speed, 2-hole. Okay, so we're definitely looking for on-pace runners with inside posts. So really, that leaves us with some combination of the 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get... One looks really good. The weight is a problem. Not a huge fan of the weight, but maybe we take the 3. Let's play, let's just box this triple. First and foremost, 1, 2, 3. And then we get a rider improvement on the 3, and hopefully we can get the 3 to take it home over the 1, 2. And they just run around the track like that. They play an exact also. The 1, 2. 3-piece. There we go.
Squishy somethings.
What's that? Oh. Oh, you're talking on the phone?
No.
Oh.
Voice thing.
Oh. Now we're going to move that out of the way. We'll keep a periodic eye on the final table as Australia Harness is about to run.
It's going to land 1-1, 2 lengths to the back, the swell. On the inside of the swell is the stablemate Vampirina, not liable. Ziggy Rocks went back to the rear. Laprisi given a mid-race breather on the corner, 600 to go. Shows the way by 2. Tabitha Miss comes off a back second. 3 deep is King Kai Boss Baby.
Come on, 2. 3-1-2, man. 3-1-2. Get to 2 going. 3-2-1 also.
Tabitha Miss is looming large the outsider. A length and a half away, then Boss Baby and King Kai. She hasn't breathed on Laprisi as yet. Now she gives it a squeeze. Laprisi got
oh, come on, 3.
Boss Baby the outside. Laprisi in front. Boss Baby trying hard, but Laprisi's going to lead all of the way.
Lower.
She goes with the ears up and wins by 2. Tabitha Miss second. Boss Baby, Ziggy Rocks doing his best work at the end. 4th, not liable. The swell Vampirina, King Kai, the last one over the line.
Son of a bitch. Well, it was between the 1 and the 3 for who we were going to key. We went with the 3, and it was supposed to be the 1. I knew, son of a bitch. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I knew to just the weight wasn't going to be as imperative because the bias was such inside and such speed. Ugh. Alright. That's fine. That is fine. Let's go to 2C. Let's see what we can come up with. So, first race at C was all outside runners. All outside posts, so definitely not a hindrance to be outside on the outer part of the track today. So let's see if we can figure out some shots that should run well. 6 furlong maiden race. 2's a heavy favorite. He fits the bill. Coming on the outside part of the track. 2-4. Ugh, they're already loaded on the gate. They lied. They said I had a minute. They lied.
Job a fraction slow. Commodus second last on settling. Placed me right the only one behind him. And it's Chalk Torp who's fast to stride along with Stirrup and Breeze and Russell. It's a line of 3 from Equi who a length away. Nice job gets going now. Followed by Johnny L. Changing tracks deep outside of the grey Neodium in between. between horses. Then Stevens Green back on the fence. Commodus going past it now. And Place Me Right's a length away as they head off the back. West Stirrup. But John Robertson takes up the lead now, a length and a half on Chalk Talk. And then comes Brazen Rascal, the newcomer, out 3 wide improving. Equihu back on the fence, and they'll followed by Moss Job in the black and white colours, looking for a way clear with Johnny L. Next changing tracks about to circle. There's Commodus taking off rapidly. He's making ground now, and then followed by Neodium, who's still well back, coming up to the bend. Where Stirrup under the whip leads the way from Equihu. Commodus continues to make a charging run around the outside.
Wow, look how terrible this inside is. These outside horses just swallowed them alive.
Followed by Equihu, Johnny L in the clear, changing tracks, working home down the outside. But Newitt riding hard. Commodus took a look at the big screen, and Newitt's going to bring up an early double. Gets him home, Commodus, by 2 lengths changing tracks, and then followed by Johnny L in third. Next was running on Neodium in a solid debut.
2:10.4. Look at that.
Stirrup, Equihu, Moss Job, Place Me Right, Brazen Rascal.
There we go. I mean, we got the
Talk and laid back Lonnie.
again. 2 was on the outside, post 11, 4, 8, post 8, and the 10 was post 14. So there we go. They're definitely coming over the outside. It is not an issue being on the outside posts at Trek C.
Shown a bit more speed, even at these shorter trips than that out of the gates, but no panic from Craig Newitt.
All right, Monongo. Oh, it's this race is a standing start. Oh man, these are always very weird.
Now runners are at the start.
Always very weird, these standing start races.
G'day, Andrew. Hello to you. Hello, everyone.
Wow, the 12 gets a 33 meter start. Oh, they already started. A 33-yard. Wacky.
Maori, they were followed by Eridagina. Forest Spider got a good getaway from the 10 and is going up strongly. In contrast, a lot of spur galloped. So too did Moment in the Sun. Major Thomas has got around it. In the meantime, the back marker Suave Taj is just a bit worse than midfield. Has Puma Road ahead of it, and then came further back in the field to Kai Valley Boomerang. So they start to string out now as they run.
Bud is out of the tournament here.
It's Forest Spider. It
We'll
leads
close
away
it.
by about 8 metres on its stablemate Eridagina. In third spot is Universal Pegasus, the one-time leader in the race. They were followed next of all on the inside by one of the real bolters, Sonetto, who's fourth. Then Agent Maori, Puma Road. Next up on the inside, Kai Valley Boomerang from Suave Taj. And well back in the field now is Major Thomas, and the other ones have tailed right out here. And that's Moment in the Sun and a lot of spur. 54.2 the lead time. Gina had worked around to go to the lead, but now the favourite, one of the favourites, Puma Road, comes up strongly and takes it on. So Puma Road gets about 4 metres in front of Eridagina. In third spot, leaving the straight, Forest Spider, and in that little shuffle up, Suave Taj has been left in the breeze. Next on the inside is Universal Pegasus. They were followed by Kai Valley Boomerang getting a nice toe into the race, and so is Major Thomas, 3 back on the moving line. Next on the inside was Sonetto. Well back is Agent Maori, and tailing out were Moment in the Sun and a lot of spur. 30.7.
was the first quarter of the last mile. Inside the 1,000 they go. And the leader is Puma Road. It leads the way by 3 metres. Suave Taj parked second. Third Eritagina and fourth Kai Valley Boomerang. Fifth the inside Forest Spider from Major Thomas. And then came Sonetto, followed by Universal Pegasus, Agent Maori. Forget the other pair. They've left the 800 behind them. 31.5 for the next split. 62.2 the half and the leader. Held together is Puma Road. It leads out by about 3 metres. Second at its wheel is Suave Taj. Inside the 600, Eritagina. And they were followed next of all Kai Valley Boomerang, who's running a good race. Major Thomas lurks. And then came Sonetto from Forest Spider heading the remainder. They're on the apex of the bend now. And inside the quarter marker they go. It's Puma Road in front, but Suave Taj is onside to tackle. And then came Kai Valley Boomerang, Major Thomas, Eritagina and Sonetto as heads were turned. 29.3 the quarter. And the leader is Suave Taj, being joined by Kai Valley Boomerang. And soon after, Kai Valley Boomerang has trotted to the lead. It's Kai Valley Boomerang 3, 4, 5 metres on Suave Taj.
Look at this closer.
Descending right down the outside, but with 50 to go, it's Kai Valley Boomerang in front, just gets in.
Jesus.
Agent Maori really launched the last little bit and made it interesting. Then Major Thomas, Suave Taj, Sonetto, Puma Road. They were followed then by Forest Spider and Eritagina. The next one in was Universal Pegasus, and then at long intervals, Moment in the Sun. And the other one, of course, was a lot of spur and a rate of 2.3.3. By gee, the runner-up has launched.
All right. Interesting race here at Port Macquarie. 14th comes off a layoff. We'll pass. 13 has some heavy track form. It's not particularly good. 12. No, heavy track form's not good enough. 11. Too short. 10. Maybe for third or so. 9's definitely interesting. 8 looks a little overbet. So 3 should be better here. 4, this trainer already has a win today. First career race was, middling. Not great, not bad. 3 and 4 are contenders. I don't like the 8 price-wise. 9 looks like a really worthwhile play at a really good price. And the 10 looks like a great bomb opportunity here. Let's play 4-9 with the 3, 4, 9, 10 in the exacta. Try to snag some. Try to snag a big exacta here. See if we can get something going. There you go. Hey, good to see you, Pete. Thanks for chiming in. We had another Twitter viewer, Robert. That was just his handle was just Robert. Dropped in. I'm using punters.com.au for the Australia market when I want to view it. Shows all the various bookmakers down in Australia. But yeah, we had a guy come in earlier, gave us the 6. I didn't see it till late, and the 6 got up for second at 16-1 and paid $15.80 and $9 to play some show. And just like that, he disappeared. At least from commenting, at least. But all right, let's see what we got here. And the 4 gets out like dead last, but Settles just behind the lead pack.
Followed next by Lucky One, who's a little bit deep, trying to slot in at that point around Silk Road, and they were followed further back by Night Terror, Polar Rain, and Bring Me Summers at the tail. Sunday Special takes up the running as they go inside the 800. Crazy Lil worked into second spot. Wide on the track is Lucky One. It's 3 deep, looking like it's got very little chance of getting in either. Amalika next on the inside and Sneaky Gal in the centre, and they were followed by Silk Trail on its outside as Our Girl Wanda. 2 lengths away was Night Terror from Polar Rain and Bring Me Some, hooking 3 wide at the rear. Towards the bend, Sunday Special under a nice hold.
Well, I need some closers here because I don't have anyone in the first half of the field.
Ramp up the pressure. Wider on the track was Lucky One. It's had no luck but battles away. Amalika just behind those, and Bring Me Some is starting to work home with
This is absolutely no good for us.
Inside the 200, coming at it now.
There's the 3.
Some down the centre, and Bring Me Some dashed away. Bring Me Some put them to the sword. Dashes well.
I think that's not the 3.
Wins over either Crazy Little Silk Trail or on the outside Night Terror. Then Sunday Special, followed by Lucky One. Further back is Sneaky Gal, Our Girl Wanda. Well back in the event, Polar Rain and Amalika back towards the tail.
Whoops, roll on.
Well, that's a winner yesterday at massive odds, nearly 100 to 1 at odds, and gets up and
6.
In the middle, Crazy Lil, Priscilla.
I'm not sure if it was Crazy Lil or then you had a Silk Trail back to the inside and Night Terror has made it interesting out wide. So I'm happy to leave the minor numbers to the judge, but what about Grant's team? Absolutely flying. Gear change obviously worked today.
Yeah, and she's always been a little
the hell was I looking at?
In a yard, but she had a pony on and that kept her down today. But
oh well.
Just back right, and that gives him a winning double. So he's come back nice and strong. But she was good. Crazy Lil to me. She had every chance. I thought the other little mare, Lucky One, she had to sit 3 deep, but she tracked into the race. But all honours with a little winner, Priscilla, and that was her second go at 1,200 metres. So we'll catch up with Grant right now because he had a winner yesterday at Tamworth, paid just short of $100 on the tote right at the moment. So that'll give him a good buzz along.
That doesn't matter.
And he's going to join us right now. So that's only this little mare's 6th start today. She was placed twice going into today. You're on fire, Grant. Well done. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. What do you expect from her today?
Way big improvement from first up. It was just a bad barrier, and I keep telling my owners we can't run when they drew bad barriers, and she's been a little bit slow to begin in her last couple of starts, so I just thought, when she draws a barrier, she'll be good.
Tell me something. Did you have something on the one yesterday at Tamworth?
I had 10 each way on it only because the young girl that rode it had her 13th ride in the race and she was number 13. That's all.
Right out. And a little bit on this one.
Yeah. I thought this horse actually worked with him the other morning. So, yeah.
Good on you. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
You deserve it. Yeah, and a good blade too. 6, 8, 9, 12 across the line. 6, 8, 9, 12. Rich, we'll go back to you in the studio and Priscilla and I'll be back shortly. Race 4 here at Port Macquarie.
All right, back to the drawing board. See if we can come up with something at D. All the evens are scratched. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all scratched here. Let's see, we have made a bunch of bets. Let's see what our bullet is down to. 72 bucks. Make sure we hit that silly triple at Rockhampton. We spent 6 and we got 8. Good for us. We had we knew we had to kind of go after it basically straight up to make any kind of impression on that finish, but the 1 ended up being the best. We keep the 3. We had the runners
have really
pretty straightforward
changed
enough,
this race.
but
The late scratching a perfect impression.
there's definitely some trends showing up in some of the tracks so far today, so once we can come back to track A and track C, we should be able to see if we can slick something in there. Alright, let's see if we can figure something out at Kembla. Three looks interesting. Ran a third, just losing by a length on the soft going. Was bet a little bit. Began poorly. Over-raced. Manners were so bad that there was a judge's inquiry warning of poor racing manners. That was 13 days ago. The three is clearly talented. Have all that go wrong and just barely end up losing. I think it's of note though. Chad Lever trialed this horse, but was racing on the 5. So I think that's an important angle here. He rode the 5 last time, but he probably would have been able to get first call on the 3. All right. Started last, came home, ran a decent second. First lifetime start, ran a decent 4th. Seven running second up today. Kind of sat back and then just passed some tired horses late. Only his lifetime second place finish was on the good track here at Kembla. Definitely an interesting one. Much liable to improve a lot off that first start back from the layoff. Getting a little short 5-horse field. Pete, usually I'm just comparing, especially in maiden races. Usually I just want to see the market on first-time starters and see if someone's getting some action, some unusual action compared, or if they say something on the broadcast, like someone's getting bet down a whole lot. I usually just run a comparison just to make sure, just to see, just more as a sanity check. I don't do much. I don't really bet much on a straight comparison of, based on if they're really betting them over there or compared here. Like if there's a really unusual movement that's not being reflected in the U.S. market. Maybe I'll jump in, but I don't look for anything specific. Alright, the 9. Soft track form's not very good. First start off the layoff, blundered, still ran 5th. Second up, ran evenly. Coming out of the same race as the 5. The 5 made up good ground. 9 didn't really make too much of an impression. Who's going to conduct the race is the question. Is it 3? 3 going to set the pace here. Alright, we're going to toss the 1. We are tossing the 1. We're going to say the 3 conducts it. We're going to play a $4 exacta, 5 with 3, and hopefully 7 or 9 can sneak in and get 3rd here. Like I said, Chad Lever, he trialed the 3, but he takes the 5 here. 3 could be an absolute runaway here. If he behaves himself, he should run really well. Let's see what the 5 with the 7-9 exactas are. Both are 11 for the run back up here. Like I said, I'm completely tossing the 1 here. I wonder if they have super effective. We can still, we're getting a little completely tossing the 1. Like this little nubby super. See if we can get this 1 to run out completely. Get out of there. Get out of there, 1. That is what we're saying. Basically, what I'm seeing here is a 1, so so last race, a 1 ran okay from an outside post. But the race I'm really looking at is this race 2 back, where the 1 was allowed to looks like the 1 was just off an extremely soft pace. I mean, 4.5. They went 58 going 4.5, which is terrible on a good rate track, but just horribly slow. So it's basically just a sprint to the finish, and 5 horses passed the 1 after he was second in this ungodly slow pace, and still couldn't and didn't outkick anybody, all things considered. So for that reason, we are going to toss. We're expecting probably a pretty ho-hum early pace, unless the 3 gets like really cranked up. But I'm expecting a pretty ho-hum early pace, and then everyone to try and kick late. It'll probably be tightly bunched, and because of that, I don't think the 1's going to outkick anybody. So hopefully we can get the 5 to kick in, and it run 5-3, 7-9. That's the prediction.
Gates are open now, and they're off and racing. Clever Man from the inside bounced out well. I Know showing speed. Dream Maiden will settle down in 3rd place. Oconee beaten for pace. Ends up 4th on the rails, and Southern Queen from the outside gate restrained early and is 2 lengths away at the end of the field. So it is Clever Man who leads. At the 1200 metres, it's out by 3/4. In second placing is Ino. 2 lengths away, third Oconee, the favourite underneath of Dream Maiden, fourth, and 2 Southern Queen. So not much change to the play, but that's not to be unexpected as they came off the back at the 1000. The 5-horse field don't run it particularly fast, and it's Clever Man. Out by a length and a half. Second on the outside is I Know. Third a length and a half away Oconee. Fourth is Dream Maiden getting a nice run. And Southern Queen watching it all unfold 2 length back. Coming down the side. 700 to go. It's Clever Man 3/4 to I Know creeping closer. Dream Maiden's had a lovely run, dictating to the favourite Oconee, who's locked away on the rail. Southern Queen starts her move to the outside. They come around the turn. Clever Man will corner about a length and a half. I Know, who was just a little bit wobbly. So there is a run now for Oconee to come through, but she's pretty one-paced. Dream Maiden's running
Oh
on
my
into
goodness.
the outside is Southern Queen. I wouldn't want to be on the
It's going to be 7-9 here. Unbelievable.
leads narrowly on Oconee. Dream Maiden makes a line of 3. 2 lengths away, Southern Queen, and then came Oconee. Dream Maiden's taken a narrow lead on I Know, trying to go with her. Southern Queen late, but it's Dream Maiden.
This is so frustrating. Wow. That is so frustrating.
Just over I Know, and Clever Man stopped late and finished at the tail.
That's so frustrating.
7, 9, 3 or 5 there, and Dream Maiden's been able to get the race. Kathy O'Hara for Jason Coyle, and they're 4-year-old by Dream Ahead out of Jungfrau. After we saw a moderate tempo, the favourite was disappointing, wasn't it?
So frustrating.
Comfortable there and was off the bridle before they turned for home. Got going late, and I think it might have got third there in a photo with Ino, who had its chance.
Yeah. So as Australia, the head numbers are governed by weights. So the high weights are always the inside, and the low weights are always the outside head numbers. So the post is just shown on the below the head number here. So here, like, so you'll see like the 1, 2, those are 130 pounders, but the post is shown below the number. So then the lighter weights are the outside. Oh, that's a heartbreaker there. 7-9. I mean, it's a 5-horse race, and they run the 9, longest shot on the board, second. I think the worst part is we called exactly what was going to happen on the 1, who was just miserable bad trying to kick, but the 5 was so damn flat-footed, it just was just brutal. Man, we had chances. We had chances there. Wait, 7-9, 7-9-5, the triple. That's not a tough one by any means, especially if we knew the 1 was a complete toss and the 3's really iffy. 5 really disappointed there. All right, Moe. So the outside's good today at Australia C. It's a soft track. Outside post, so it hasn't been a problem at all for outside runners here. It's probably been favorable to them. Let's see if we can snag a nice little outside post runner.
The best sections of the meeting when last year at 1,000 gets to 1,200 today. Can be a little sticky out of the gates, but I think the step up to 1,200 is a big plus. Very short fixed odds. I thought it was an open race in respect to the chances of To Her Door and also Miss Allure. But punters really have got their heart set on Spirit of the Valley late for the local Gallagher Yard, who have also got a good chance in the following race in Resolute Lad. Moving in. Getting set for the start of race number 3, moving up.
10 looks good here. Outside post, well, should be able to find the way to the outside. 11's a little over bet. I mean, because Michael D goes to the 12 instead of the 11. Although Jai McNeil's really good.
Star Is Born was right on the market for its Pakenham synthetic debut and was gone on straightening.
So we're gonna try to sneak the 12 in here. 9, 10, 11, 13.
Rutiva behind the gates. It's the last one. So for the Butchers on George, 3-year-old fillies.
We're gonna bet the 10 to win here.
Spirit of the Valley. Here we go. Rutiva's now moving.
See if we can sneak this one in here.
Set. There's the all clear. They're away. Spirit of the Valley jumped midfield. The Star is Born. Smart out from its wide gate and looking at you kids starting to hunt up along the inside. To her door won't be far away. Second or third. Spirit of the Valley fourth. Miss Allure Equicentre. 2 lengths away to Across the Way. Kurakami and then comes Segan. Melissa Kate and Rutiva is last. But heading down the back and towards the 700 metres now, and off the back, the Star is Born leads 3/4. To her door goes to second, and then 2.5 lengths to Looking at You Kid with Spirit of the Valley in close attendance. Miss Allure locked away back on the fence from Equicentre, and then followed by Kurakami Across the Way. Segan pulling out. A length away, Melissa Kate and Rutiva's back last. Still, A Star is Born and comes up toward the home corner. 3/4 to a half. To her doors closing in, and so is Spirit of the Valley now only a half length off those two. Across the Way gets to the outside, making it.
Oh my God, the 11's already off the bet. This 10 looks like he's lining up for a good one.
And Spirit of the Valley moving up on the outside. Across the Way trying to.
Son of a bitch! Look at this shit.
And it's Across the Way. To her door, he's got a good kick. Across the Way and to her door towards the line. And Across the Way, too strong.
1 at 61. Oh God, all these fucking jokers.
For a winning chance, dropped back to run third, and then came Equicentre, followed by Melissa Kate, and in behind.
Holy fuck!
And then behind those.
Oh my God. Good job, guys. All these guys trying to get to the lead and get to the rail, and the one just blows them up from off the pace at 64 to 1. Come on, guys. Brutal.
And he can't be out of the races on the sand there, but hopefully we can find him a winner, Dave. Doing
Brutal.
the Sharons, and Power is the go here. But the favourite is the 6, of course, Taraki into 250 on tab fix. So it's been well supported over the 1 Little Hunter at 480, then the 4 Chin Chin Biller at $5, 5 Powers there at 550, then out to the 8 Don't Doubt Lara. Not much happening at 850. Aloof's Turf's very easy, but Taraki is all the go here. Open $4 on tab fixed and is into 240 for Graham Green and Brad Pengelly. So there you go, the lethal jock on board. Loaded up well. Here's Russell for his call. Race 5 at Rockhampton.
Little Hunter at 440, 550 about Chin Chin Biller, $6 about Power. Best back runner is Taraki, and now we're set.
Playing 6 with the 4-9 with the 4-9.
Backed away at the last moment. Now Chin Chin Biller goes up, and we're all set. This is
Hey, got him in. Run 6-9-10. Let's go.
Turn the red light on. We run 1600. Beautiful start this. They're cleared from the back. There's the light. Set. Racing. Taraki stepped away quickly. Chin Chin Biller showing speed. Swing a hinge. Up into a handy spot as Pipe Major. Powers going forward. And so too is Aloof's Turf out wide. Getting back to third last then is Little Hunter. Don't Doubt Lara to second last. Gladishing went to the rear. Well, it's going to be truly run this as they work up the back straight at the 1200 at the Lakes Creek Road side of the course. Chin Chin Biller and Aloof's Turf. Aloof's Turf 3 away from the inside. Jockey wants to lead and now it goes to the front at the 1000. Crosses over to the plastic. Shows the way by 2 Aloof's Turf. Chin Chin Biller pops off its back second. Swing a Hinch is third. The inside of Power. One then.
Can we get a 6-9-4 in here? 6-4-9? Ow.
2 lengths to the back, then came Little Hunter, Don't Doubt Lara, and Gladishing is last. They come to the 600, a loose turf, and Chin Chin Billa. They come to the turn together. They're 2 in front. Swinger Hinch third, Power is fourth. Now Taraki is about to swing to the outside.
Abby,
Little Hunter
Jada,
is taking the
and
shortcuts, getting onto
Crazy
the
Jay.
back of Taraki. Is Don't Doubt Lara, then Pipe Major, and last of all is Gladishing.
Come on, 649.
Over on the inside, a loose turf, joined by Chin Chin
Oh
Billa.
my goodness.
Power in turn, Taraki's coming up, the lot of them. Out deep on the track, Little Hunter and Don't Doubt Lara starting to run on, but Taraki, she struck the front. She dashed away from Little Hunter, then Chin Chin Billa and Don't Doubt Lara, but I want to be on Taraki. Look at her go, the last little
6-4, no.
Second over the line was Chin Chin Billa. Little Hunter was third. Power, Don't Doubt Lara, loose turf, Gladishing, Swinger Hinch, Pipe Major last.
Oh, we didn't get any of our prices in the third there. Boo. Boo. Our bullet is dwindling. Boo. I mean, I'll tell you, you can stand to do a lot worse things and bet Trevor McCarthy at 13-1 here in Australia. Harness. 6 looks. And 6 has nice trials. 4 has had terrible posts in his first 2 races. Post 7, post 8. I mean, handled aggressively. Let's go. Oh, hey, what the hell do we do now? Let's wheel them. Try to get some weird. Some weird second place. We're about to bet them to win at 13-1, and the odds switching there like no, no, no. Forget about that.
Peter's Hope was off the arm quickly. It'll in fact find the pegs first, but now Halloween comes up on the outside, and soon after Halloween goes to the lead. Ed Mendez caught deep. Manho is driving through the middle, and then came Jay Bracken, followed further back to Better's Hope. Will I Am caught deep on the back of Ed Mendez, and then came back on the inside Smiling Shandy. Further back in the race, up on the inside is Count the Days, followed by Pearl Button. And last of all is On the Rock. They went pretty slick early doors, 27-3. Halloween the leader by about 3 metres on.
Oh, look at this chicanery early.
Slides up on the outside to make a line of 3, and they're 3 abreast going down the back straight. Manho gets a nice run. It's in behind those, and then came Better's Hope Ditto, followed by Smiling Shandy, and then came Jay Bracken, followed by Count the Days. Well back in the race is Pearl Button, and back near the rear is On the Rock. They're down the back of the track now. 29 won the split, 56 for the half. Halloween leads the way by 3 metres to Will I Am. Better's Hope is covered up on the inside of Ed Mendez, and then came Smiling Shandy and Manho. Further back then to Count the Days. The next one is Jay Bracken. Pearl Button with Jay Bracken about to get into the race, and well back now is On the Rock as they approach the home corner. Where the leader as they near the benders. Halloween about 2
Man,
metres
the
to
8 has
Will I Am.
gone cranking on the lead.
Mendez pulls
Are we going to be able to get some space?
Came Smiling Shandy. Manho out 4 and 5 wide as heads were turned. Halloween led the
Come on, 4. You got to find some room. Shove out!
a little skew if they're trying to angle into the clear was Better's Hope, and when all that happened, Halloween found a margin. It's Halloween about 2.
Go get him, 4. Got him.
Halloween's in front, but Better's Hope drives up, grabs them. Better's Hope. Better's Hope is beaten. In second spot was Halloween. Third Manho. Fourth home goes to Jay Bracken, and they were followed by Will I Am. On the Rock. The next one, Ed Mendez, followed by Smiling Shandy and Pearl Button, and Count the Days was back behind those, but in the end, despite being just a smidge wayward in 155.3, Better's Hope wins.
So if we would have bet,
Better's Hope has been able to score.
if we would have bet $10 to win on him, we would have got back 50. Instead, we wheeled him, and we're getting back 36. Still profit. Still profit. Was looking for a chance to get a bomb in there in second. Tried to get the bomb in there. Didn't work. Did not work, but we got okay. The biggest pisser, though, is that horse was 13-1 as the gate was moving. 13-1. And then it clicked up 4-1. Just kidding, guys. Not going to get 13-1 on this horse. That's okay. Alright, let's see what we got at Australia B. Still a heavy track. Just refreshing looking at the last race at B was the 6. Oh yeah, we had no interest in that 6 horse. Interesting. One's really interesting here because so the one on the heavy track rushed up, backed up to 4th on the turn, then re-rallied. Same thing in that last race at Tamworth. Backed up on the turn, and then on straightening, looked pretty good. And so the Port Macquarie stretch is pretty long, so I believe. Stretches out a little bit. 6 furlongs should be able to stretch. I really just want to see where they start. There we go, racecourse details and maps. So they're going 1,200 meters here. So basically, yeah, they start here, one turn, and then they finish here. Okay, all right. I like the one here. Two's a favorite, makes sense. There's a lot of contenders here. 6, 7, and 9 are scratch. Oh, beat. Okay, 14, 15. Any heavy 4 here. 8's got an outside chance as a big bomb. Big bomb. Maybe in the exotics here. Morning Time Champion is 5 horse. All kinds of wins in barrier trials. Just like the one's chances we can just avoid any weirdness. 2, 3, 5, 8. Play that for $2. See if we can get our one home.
Riderless at this point. 270 pure Rubik. $5 for Fantasy Eagle. Admiral Ash has gone in. Hanovi now comes up. Fire in the hole, the last one to load. So fire in the hole about to be brought up. Rory Hutchings in the saddle for Matthew Dunn. And a fire in the hole about to take up its spot in the line. And will be ready to go. Fourth of the day. The fire in the hole goes in. Red lights on.
What's up?
Set to jump race 4. Ready. Away they go. Nice line out. Hanovi out wide began nicely. Pure Rubik is going forward early, as is Myers and its stablemate Alpine Races up there as well. Fantasy Eagle settles just behind those. Back into fourth spot now. Another option leads outside. Then yes, Kurt Admiral Ash fire in the hole. Hanovi well back on the inside was Mini Minor, and Roman Candle is back at the rear. 800 metres left to travel. Favourite Pure Rubik on top. Leads them out of the back straight by a length. Alpine Races.
Someone wants to mix it up early.
No luck, it's out 4 wide at the moment. Then came another option. Fantasy Eagle getting a lovely run back along the inner. 2 lengths away then came Yes, Kurt, Admiral Ash, Hanovi, Mini Minor, and the last one is Roman Candle towards the bend. Less than 500 left to go. Pure Rubik is setting only an even tempo in front. Should have a kick on the bend, and Pure Rubik comes into the straight. Releases the brakes now and kicks away, led by 2 lengths. Fantasy Eagle gets through on the inside to give chase. They were followed by another option. Mini Minor along the inside, and further back, yes, Kurt. Hanovi coming down the outer. Pure Rubik in front. He's all out though. Going to it, Fantasy Eagle. Right down the outside is Hanovi. Fantasy Eagle hit the lead close to the line though, and Fantasy Eagle wins over
210.
Pure Rubik may have got just ahead of Roman Candle. Not much in that. Then another option. Further back was Mini Minor, and then came Myers. Well back.
10 at 56 to 1, right down the outside. Oh, the one kind of did what we suspected. He lost ground on the turn, but then just didn't do enough to pick it up. 210. Ooh. Local trainer on the 10. Snuck on in there. Alright, our bullet is now up to 58 after that after the Oss harness hit. So let's see if we can get something home. And the other harness track, Albion Park. Let's see if we can find something there. Mile and 5/16. Man, look how many races the one has. 364. You talk about a veteran. Ooh. Fight his guts. 0 for 39 at the track. I mean, not interested in going with the 0 for 39 runner. Six hasn't shown much lately. 7. Alright, the two's got some speed and they're betting him. I would imagine it's going to line up 2-1 here. Maybe the 4 shows some speed. Last 2 races on the 4 have not been very good from the 3 hole. Not a big fan of the 5. 6 needs a lot of luck to get there. The 7's an interesting one. I don't know exactly what the 7 is going to do. I'm trying to figure out how he's going to get into the race. Alright, 1-2. We're going to box the 1-2 and then play exacta box. $3 box. 1-2. Then we're going to play an extra straight 1-2 because that's I think that's the lineup, and I think the 1 can nail him in the stretch. So he's going to be doing all the work, hopefully. That's my expert opinion here.
38 metres, the journey. We're just about ready.
Expert opinion.
For a start. All runners are on gate. There's the light. They're off and pacing. Fast away, Mr. Cole, straight to the early lead. Lancelot Bromack will land the trail. Couldn't tell you, gets away in third.
There we go, 2-1-3's the lineup.
Dropping down to the inside. He'll end up third last. Miss Blue Glory, Rock and Tingira, both drifting back from their draws. Racing towards the back straight on the first occasion. Mr. Cole with an easy lead, and he shows the way by 5 metres. Lancelot Bromack is tagging him in second spot. 5 metres away third, couldn't tell you. Guts is now fourth on the inside. Albaloo the favourite.
The favourite. He's trying. The 4 was trying to get somebody to go in front of him. But I mean, this is huge. That's huge for us. The 4 is going to be first up. No one took the bait. No one took the bait. He's going to have to take their whole race. I think the 2 and 1 are too good to just be overtaken in the stretch.
Guts is second last the inside, and from last, taking off 3 wide, Miss Blue Glory. They have 1,200 metres left.
So this Joker's going to give the 4 cover? Okay.
Mr. Cole gets company, racing around the outside, Miss Blue Glory, and Miss Blue Glory draws alongside of Mr. Cole, and they're
this is good for us. 1-2 would be nice. 1-2 would be nice.
Favourite now with 1-1 cover. Couldn't tell you fifth, 3 back the inside, then Rockin' Tingira, Guts last on the inside. The field of 7 work past the 800-metre marker. Second quarter, 29.9. Mr. Cole into the back straight final time, leading 4 metres. Miss Blue Glory's without cover. Lancelot Bromack, leaders back third. He's just waiting on that passing lane run. Albaloo yet to come deeper. He's still 1 by 1. Couldn't tell you the inside. Then Rockin' Tingira. And last on the inside is Guts. Down the back straight now, less than 500 metres to run. Leader still Mr. Cole. Mr. Cole 4 metres, trying hard Miss Blue Glory. Lancelot Bromack, leaders back third, just waiting for that run. Albaloo.
Give us out run 1. Open up that passing lane and show us a 1-2. Oh, they sped up on that third quarter.
Mr. Cole, can he finish them off? He leads Miss Blue Glory, who's under pressure. Lancelot Bromack.
Get up 1. Don't let this 4 get a piece. Come on. Unbelievable. This bullshit. God, give me a freaking break. Oh my God. Really 4? Oh God. Man. Jesus pieces. fucking 4. I mean, we had this fucking dead to nuts here. We had that call dead to nuts. One goes right on by the 2 and the 4 is just too good. Of course, we have to run into a race where the favorite's just an absolute ton of bricks. That 100% goes to that stupid 6 for that stupid middle move. Fucking asshole. Fucking clown has no business moving at the half. Just for no other reason than to mess up the race. 4 was dead to the boards without cover, and then the 6 covers him and works the front end. Salty. Oh, salty. Okay. Alright. We are now at half a bullet. We are now at half a bullet. Let's see what we can come up with. Moe. Didn't the C come at like 64 to 1 shot? Yeah. Came right over the top. Bombs away. Off the pace. Show me a horse that can swing wide and close. And I'll show you a winner here. Ooh. Guns a-blazing. Came for the 4 outside posts in that first start. We're in a good race. Shows the horse can run from the outside post without too much issue. Oh my goodness, what are we gonna do here? This is rife with long shots. Wow. I mean, it's close. I mean, clearly 64 to 1's beating them from off the pace closing. I mean, we need to go with a closer here. Alright, let's try to. I'm going to play 12-13. Exact 12-13 with the 6, 8, 9, 12, 13. I'm going to submit that. And then we're going to play a little triple, keying the 6, 6, 12 with a 6, 8, 12, 13 with a 6, 8, 9, 12, 13 for a little 20 center there. Let's get these bombs in here, man. So, Campbell Rawiller is like the nephew of, I think, Nash. I don't know, he's the son of one. He's the nephew of Nash and Brad Rawiller. Anyways, the whole Rawiller clan is like notorious for like big time deep closing. So, and he's no different. The young guy can fire him from way downtown with the best of them. And just as I say this, like he goes to the front. So, oh brother.
Coming across, it's Axe Capital and Saskia Rain. They pair off now, a length and a half, almost two. Resolute Lad. Not Usual Dream is back on the fence, just slightly ahead of the favourite in third. Resolution's Mutter Mutter. And then comes Guns A-Blazing, three wide midfield from Capadari back on the fence. 80 is next, Prince Elvis, and back last is Crunchy. So 1,000 metres left to go, and Axe Capital down the back for Thomas Stockdale by 1/4 length now on Saskia Rain. And then Not Usual Dream inside of Resolute Lad getting a nice run, the favourite in fourth spot, and about 2.5 lengths off the lead. Resolutions is next, and then comes Mata Mata Capadari, the running rail, followed by Guns A-Blazing with cover in the second half of the field from 80, and then Prince Elvis and Crunchy still back last, heading towards the 700 metres. And it's Axe Capital narrowly by a half length.
Come on, 12, get to the outside part of the track.
Speed, and Resolute Lad now comes out three wide, and Mata Mata is tracking the favourite as well, matching him out four deep. And then followed by Not Usual Dream and Capadari.
Alright, well, I gotta root for the 13 now. I didn't expect the 12 to be on the fucking lead.
On the home corner, and McNeil now goes for Resolute Lad. Mata Mata is staying with him. They get past Saskia Rain, and then Not Usual Dream towards the outside. So Mata Mata now takes over, coming down the centre of the track from Resolute Lad.
What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Why are we not in the 5 path?
Mata too strong for them by a
Wow. What are we doing?
They got away from the rest. Might have been Crunchy out deep getting Saskia.
I don't understand it. I do not understand why everyone wants to go to the lead here. So there's suddenly, you know, they're letting you go to the lead because it's clearly just not holding up very well.
Only had a few runners back. Was that first,
Fucking 3 shows going. 3 shows all this speed. He takes back to like 7th. And then he just goes right on by him down like. What are we doing? What the hell is he doing? Shit's killing us at sea. Shit's just killing us.
Who won that 3-horse
Just, I mean, just fucking race how the horse is supposed to race.
19 out to 34, real close, out to $30. So it's a race that sees a lot of hopes.
We're none too pleased.
Trickiest race of the day. The babies, the 2-year-olds, they are moving in well. I often see them struggle to get in on time here, the 2-year-old races, as you see at a lot of tracks, but looks like they're all moving in pretty well here, as we see maybe 4 or 5 out from the back of the stalls. Let's get upstairs to Matt for his description of race 3.
It's 3 over the 1,400 metres. Lining into the gates nicely.
So 3's coming out of a big race, already blessed.
Is commanding Silhouette.
I think has raced since then and looked pretty good.
She's had nice fixed odds support as Silhouette. $9 into $6.50. So coming up Desert Flame, and there's 4 to get ready. Namazu away from the gates with 2-star, the favourite Zoomist, and also Real Peace. So 440 Zoomist, 550 Commanding, 550 also Silhouette, is in from 9, 650 Namazu,
Frustrating.
$7 about switch play. So Namazu walks up, it's got the blue cap for Godolphin to distinguish from Silhouette.
Let's get this 3 home.
Comes in now and Real Peace.
Coming out of it, exiting out of a key race.
For Jay Ford, and the 2-year-olds are set to jump at the 1,400 metres. They're all in now. Ready to run. Set. And they're away. Essential Sky deep out was a touch slow to begin, missed at 2 lengths. Desert Flame bounced out fast and will go forward and lead settling down from Black Bolt and Namazu pressing on deeper. Nuclear Energy settles down in fourth inside of Switch Play, and they're followed a little bit deeper Real Peace. Silhouette's wide, has some cover, but racing ungenerously midfield. They're followed Firebomb, who's along the rails and commanding between runners. 2.5 Real Class down on the inside of Two Star. Zoom Mister's right back second last, 3 wide with some cover, and 2 lengths Essential Sky. Black Bolt pressed on and render the lead with Namazu right on his outside. They're a length and a half in front of Desert Flame. Nuclear Energy.
All right, 3's going willingly, but we're going to need some room at some point.
Commanding in between runners, then 2 lengths away. Zoom Mist, 8 off the leader coming around the turn. Next Firebomb, 2 Star, Real Class, and last Essential Sky. 400.
Oh my goodness, he's got a ton, but he has no room. He's gonna have to push out.
2 lengths away, under pressure.
Oh my goodness, we're squeezed. Oh, this is terrible. We got no room whatsoever. What a disaster.
Big danger out wide. She's sprinting brilliantly. Zoom Mist has come from a minute back. Sail to the front. She comes away. Zoom Mist second Namazu. Silhouette runs third and commanding fourth. They're followed in by Switch Play and next Real Peace. They're followed by Desert Flame. They're followed home by Nuclear Energy, who didn't come on late. Then Real Class, Essential Sky. Next came 2 Star, Black Bolt knocked up, and at the end, Firebomb.
Well, she put the writing on the wall, this filly, with an excellent debut performance at Canterbury when she was.
All right, our bullet is now to 28.
Hook around heels and really hit the line hard behind.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Brought that sort of acceleration late to the races today, and
frustrating.
Possibly there under Adrian late for Gerald Ryan. Namatsu, nice run after leading, and Silhouette, who'd hit a tough 3 deep.
All right, Rockhampton.
She kept coming, and
all right, your turn to show me something.
Increased.
Been okay at Rockhampton lately.
12, 2, 10, and 3. Nice win to Zoomis. Nice filly this one, mate.
See if we can speed and inside. Speed's been pretty good there. Speed and inside. What do we got here? Any scratches? Yes. 6 and 13 are scratched. Like 5.5. Looks like this is too short for the 2. One ran a nice effort off a layoff. Three comes off a layoff here. But down here came off a 3-month layoff. Ran okay, not great. Pretty good record at this track. Home base for the trainer. It's going to be too tough for a 4. There's 2 to 1. I don't think so. I like the 4 for a complete toss here. And the sources had nothing but lucky posts. 11 hole? No thanks. 5. 5 gets an inside post. Let's see, this was off a 5-month resumption, so this horse came off a 5-month layoff, going 7 furlongs and won it. And this horse has been racing. Now it's at Flemington of all places. So obviously layoffs aren't a big deal for this 5. And the horse named Twinspire. We're betting on Twinspires. And could we get any more of a sign than that? 7 horse. Competitive, he runs back to these 2 races down here, Soft track efforts were poor, and I mean the horse is supposedly good on the soft track. Kind of tough to gauge. 8. Yeah, 8's probably a touch slow for this bunch. Has a great record at the track, though. 9. We're betting the 9. Comes from some obscure racetracks. I'm not a fan. 10's probably a little too far outside. 11 has a chance with a 2-hole and no late drop. 12, maybe third. 11, 12 prices here. Do we let the 1 run off here? A little triple key 1 with the 3, 5, 11, 12. 3, 5, 11, 12 for 20 cents. And then, you know what? Let's throw the 1 out. And let's box the 3, 5, 11, 12 in a triple. Let's go for 20 center. Let's go. Play an exacta. Can I get an exacta in here? 3, 5, 3, 5, 11, 12. Oh, this is bombs away, baby. Bombs away. We got it in. Bombs.
Elegant Zoo right up to it. Couple a bit restless in the centre of the line. Now it looks as though they're right.
Oh,
Twin Spear getting down in the gates. Intended jumping into long distance. There's the light.
AP, that's just how they go, because they don't, it just takes a while for the weigh-in and any protests or anything. But that's just how it takes, that's just typical for them.
He's holding them. Up this time. Oh, missing it was Steele's time out the back shortly after the start with Twin Spear. Holding my own, she got the best of it, bounced in front. Damn wonderful showing speed. Senfin Jinzo lands third, the inside of Elegant Zoo. 3 lengths in the back, Chevy Nova, the outside of Tartufo Bianco. Misty Mirage, Magic Woo. A long way back in the field then, we've got Parisian Tycoon third to last. Steele's times, Twin Spear whipped them in. Top of the lane, 5:50 to go. Holding my own, the leader, 1 in front. Damn Wonderful sits up second. San Vincenzo is third. Getting to the outside, Elegant Zoo, Chevy Nova, Misty Mirage. Butler's got a big grip on the leader. Holding my own, 3 in front. Chevy Nova ran to second. Damn Wonderful through on the centre. Then came Tartufo Bianco, Misty Mirage. Holding my own, the leader. 2 clear of Chevy Nova. Tartufo Bianco is starting to pick up ground.
Oh, good grief.
Chevy Nova over the top of it with Tartufo Bianco. Tartufo Bianco, Chevy Nova. Chevy Nova beat Tartufo Bianco. Third. Tycoon or Holden my own.
Oh, banana sandwich.
Really laid down the last little bit. Elegant Zoo, Damn Wonderful, San Vincenzo, Steele's Time, Magic Woo, Misty Mirage, Twin Spear, the last one over the line.
Well, we needed that, and Chevy Nova Bo Appo gave it an absolute gun run. He didn't panic, but he got stuck in late, and have a look at him start to launch late. That was a really good win off the speed today. Tartufo Bianco, brave again, a real bonny mare. Well, hold my own. Butler never moved till he had to, but there wasn't much left in the tank at the end, and it's probably run third, but good ride, well-trained. Stewie Kendrick gets the job done with Chevy Nova. 7, 12, 9 and 10 runs. Fourth Parisian Tycoon. Rich, maybe we're back. Back to you in the studio.
Moving forward, and I think back to the 1,000 is the key.
8 Ceremonial, Prince Brett Dobson trains many look rides. I just said when he came down the yard, Priscilla, that horse looks enormous. Boy, oh boy, that horse is coat scored. I said it this morning. I would have liked to seen it 1100, maybe 1200 metres.
Oh my goodness. I mean, do we just come back? Do we just come back and bet and bet Trevor McCarthy from the at Os Harness? This race is liable to get messy. This race is liable to get real messy. So a lot of horses resuming. 8's coming off a win. He's probably geared down a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to get this bet in. Hey, J Bark. Yeah, I had the. I had the 12 and second in that last race at Os A, and I did not have Chevy Nova. And what kills me is I knew the horse was competitive if he ran back to his form last year, but his last two were terrible. He ran right back to that form, scooped him, and the 12 ran second at a price. Exact is going to be huge. Let's watch this Os race.
Followed by Ailsund, and the next one as they work their way down the back straight was the well-tried Picasso. Next, the Maharani, followed by My Ultimate Louis. 6 metres to Happy Cruising as they really quicken up there. Further back then in the field, Dollar Sign, followed by Kenny Said. And up on the inside to save some ground is the favourite, Spy Major. So they've left the 800 metre mark behind them, and the leader is still Operative Anna, 29.5 the split. 58 the half, leads out from in second spot Ananias. They were followed third, covered up Ailsund, Picasso next in the 1-1. Then the Maharani, followed by My Ultimate Louis, Spy Major, 4 pegs awkwardly entrenched. And then Happy Cruising, Dollar Sign, and at the tail of the field is Kenny Said. In that order, they work their way towards the quarter marker. 400 metres left to go, and the leader is Operative Anna. Goes by the quarter marker, leads out by 4 metres on Ailsund, and then came Ananias to the outside. Picasso, 28.8 the quarter. My Ultimate Louis is trying to produce down the outside where Spy Major. It's almost into the clear here, but here's the one they put a truckload on. Picasso out after Ailsund. They got to Operative Anna. Picasso and Ailsund. It's Picasso on the outside.
Oh, the one was tough.
Ailsund kicks through.
The one was tough as nails.
Ailsund has beaten Picasso for third. You've got Operative Anna. The Maharani has flashed through and grabbed 4. And close up was Happy Cruising, who made a stack of ground. Then Spy Major off the track, Dollar Sign. Well back to clock in then was My Ultimate Louis with Ananias. And
I'll tell you, that one showed a ton of grit for being a 1 for 23 horse.
Ailsund has won it.
Good effort.
Has won. A Bay Filly 3 by Rock and Roll Heaven out of Major Joy. That's her second win with 10 minors from 24 starts. And is owned by Daniel Cordina, Rob Morris and Kerry Ann Morris combining. And, well, she's been very good, a very, very good money spinner. She's been in the money 50% of her starts, and she's got the job done
10.
here. It's 1, 7, 4 and 2 in 1.
Yeah, the 10 was iffy. Trevor McCarthy's good, but that 10 hole was going to be real tough in that race.
By 1 3/4, a neck by 1 3/4.
Good race. That was a good race. So.
And Ailsund a bit too good for Picasso, who was back confident.
All right, how much bullet we got left? We still have $15 left. Let's see if we can get Port Macquarie going. Oh yeah, I mean, you see all kinds of horses just get absolutely stuffed in Australia racing. I mean, it gets crazy. Like. Sometimes they just like basically almost just run each other over. It's because they're basically 2 wide minimum. Sometimes they're 3 wide, like almost a large majority of the race, but they're almost 2 wide exclusively throughout the race. So the horse sitting third on the rail is usually absolutely raging because he's been tucked in a super pocket. See all kinds of it's definitely an interesting flow. You see a lot a lot more bunching, and then late maneuvering in the lane. But I mean, it's definitely you know it's definitely something that's handicapable. But yeah, it can definitely be frustrating seeing your horse be third on the rail, knowing you're almost impossible to get out. That's why most drivers will either try to just be on the outside, second over or first over, or even just try to make like a 3-wide move to get into that outside path, because the rail is absolute death. Alright, poor McQuarrie. Heavy track still. Heavy track. But ran the last race at B. I ran 210. The 10 was an absolute mega bomb that we didn't have. So let's see. One is 5-2. More than ready. Gelding. I tell you 3. When it comes to heavy tracks, Southern Halo is always a serious bloodline for heavy tracks. Six ran a nice race on a heavy track to break his maiden. Some interesting bunch here. Definitely an interesting bunch. There's a lot of contenders here. Lots and lots and lots of contenders. Jesus Christ, this could be anything here. One comes off a long layoff and has to carry a ton of weight. I don't know if the 2 at 5-2 doesn't make any sense to me at all. 3 should be good. 3 should be good coming to the heavy track. God, Neil Godbold hasn't sent out anything yet today, though. Yeah, they're allowed to kind of to jostle a whole lot more in Australia than the U.S. So they can shove their way out, but I mean, they're also the other side of the coin also comes into play, because they don't let you shove out. They just they just they just hang out in there. 3-5, 6. The 6's best race by far comes on the heavy track, of course. I mean, 8 should be much better. Second race off a spell. 3, 5, 6, 8. And then you got all kinds of contenders. I need a 10's contender. And even the 12's contender. So we're gonna play the 3-10, 3-5, 6-8-10. Let's see who's not getting bet in the place pools. 10's being nubbed. Alright, how much we got left? We got $7 left. Let's put $7 to place on the 10. Miss Belinda Hodder. let's get our 10 to show up at Portland Quarry.
Chief Havoc, the other one out of line.
Let's get.
Seeing as the song comes in, Chief Havoc about to come up. And the starters in position to let them go. Race number 5, the Schweppes Class 1, 1,000 metres. Red light. Away they go, and from the inside gate, Spirit in the Sky began nicely with Ceremonial Prince. Manly Hanover is going forward. Divisadero pushing up as well, and My Best Seller is up in that leading pack as well. Danger Woman eases just behind those, followed by Flash Palace, Nombuso, Chief Havoc and Sing Us a Song. Spirit in the Sky leads them out of the back straight, led by a length now over My Best Seller, who works into second. Ceremonial Prince third on the inside. Manly Hanover 3 wide around Divisadero and Danger Woman, and then Flash Palace, Nombuso 2 lengths away, Sing Us a Song, and Chief Havoc at the tail. Spirit in the Sky is the leader coming up to the home. Bandon
Come on, 10, fine. Get some room up. They're all going off the rail. Here comes. Come on, 10. Come on, yeah, there you go, 10. Get to that middle of the track.
150 left to go. Ceremonial
Come on, 10. Get up for second at least then. Oh, God.
Over Ceremonial Prince, photo third over Danger Woman or Flash Song, My Best Seller, Manly Hanover, Chief Havoc, and Divisadero's put in a shocker at finished last.
Oh, brother.
You know, that's the bottom line. He didn't run 1,200 out the other day. He went 2 miles too hard, but he had enough intent. Good run, Ceremonial Prince Priscilla. He won't be far off winning one, that guy, and 10 Danger Woman and 1 Flash Palace. But all honours for the winner.
Certainly, look, that's how he likes to win his races, out in front. And I'm starting to think he's a wet tracker now, because both of his wins have been on very heavy tracks, and they've been pretty much textbook straight to the front, and he's been too strong for them. You could see getting to the corner that a few of these horses were really in a bit of bother, and he showed a good turn of.
Oh my goodness.
Well done. That's the key. Good day. Back in trip.
Oh, that's a ball crusher again. We did not put together. Yeah, fucking 5 was terrible in that race. You see that a lot on heavy tracks. If a horse just doesn't like it, it just doesn't even bother running. Ooh, that's frustrating though. 6, 8, 10, all of them nice prices. That stupid 10 couldn't get up for second. Ugh. Cut the corner and everything. Alright, we're firing another bullet. Bullet number 2, baby. We are not here for the quitting. We are not here for the quitting. Alright. Our bullet is there now. We got another hundo. Moe. See if we can find something here. They've been closing. They've been fucking closing at this place, and every horse that looks like a closer has decided they didn't want to close today. So it's been the two's a dead front runner, dead. Okay, come on, 417 to 1 here. Let's get some win place on this 4. Close for me one time. Get this 4 to close.
Ready. 1,000 metres, they're away. Kapara, everybody dance a little bit slow. Young Liam came out quickly. Oxley Jack.
All right, let's get to 4 here.
Then comes Metro Boy up on the outside, improving deeper on the course. And then Bally Paddy, Kapara, and Caplick about 6th in the red cap. Merry Magic is next, and then Al-Ghafal, everybody dancing.
Al-Ghafal. Hopefully we can guffaw after this, at the end of this race.
It's Young Liam by a half length, Metro Boy second, and then followed by Kapara, Oxley Jack, and Caplick making a line of 3. Everybody dances taking off.
He's interested in going forward. Come on.
Angel is well 4 wide. Elgafale, Bally Paddy, and then comes Merry Magic at the tail end. So young Liam with Metro Boy, the former Western Australian horse, going up. Deeper on the course is Caplick. Now switching to the inside, Oxley Jack to make ground, but it's Metro Boy taking over. Going well by a couple of lengths on Casino Angel, trying to
Good
close.
grief, man.
For the new stable, in front and going well to the line. Beats home on the fence Oxley Jack and Casino Angel late on the scene. Then came in behind young Liam. Next was Everybody Dance, and then Caplick from Bally Paddy, Merry Magic, Elgafale and Capara.
Boo.
Metro Boy, Neil Dye, it's only been a new acquisition for him. But he came into the race with purpose. I think you don't want to be down near that inside section, and a horse that was forced to take that inside run, Oxley Jack, was carted down there by the hanging young Liam. And he's been beaten a length.
Alright, what do we got at Albion Park? See if we can get something good here. So, oh yeah, we before had a brutal outside trip and won anyway.
Thanks, Andrew. Runners are at the start.
One is a heavy favorite. Definite questions about the distance, though.
Too strong. We've got a real shorty here in the second. Tis a sizzler. That's him on screen there. Third run back. The first up run was pleasing off a bad gate. Made light work of a bad gate last week. He was aggressive. Well, they were aggressive with him early. They sent him around the field, parked outside them, and then just crushed. Today he lands gate one. There is some speed on his outside, so could be interesting early, but he's a clear choice. Tis a sizzler. He's won 4 from 9, all 4 victories right here at Albion Park, and he's proven it this trip. $1.07. So for those that like the thrill seeker odds, he is very short. $1.12 was the opening quote.
Jesus.
$1.07, drawn directly behind him. Havana Moon in good form, proven winner at this track. Shooting for 3 in a row, $8. Long odds, all other runners.
Eight's probably worth a bet to win here. In the first race, the leader should have been much more prime, and he didn't show much at all. I shouldn't say he didn't show much. He did show a good amount, but he just didn't fire in the lane like he should have. And 8's gonna close the pocket. I got shut out. I would have taken the 8 here, maybe just for a little small, like $5 bet. The 1 is a heavy favorite. Heavy favorite here.
He's now third. Dollar Bill fourth and parked out. Whedon's Express racing fifth. 4 back the inside. Vintage Dream, Montana Chief, and Mucho Macho Man. He's back at the tail. Lead time, it was strong, 36.8. Tis a Sizzler leads the way, margin 5 metres. Havana Moon in the trail second. Dollar Bills without cover third, feeling for a miracle. He's fourth, 3 back on the inside. Vintage Dream 1 by 1. The inside Whedon's Express, then Mucho Macho Man and Montana.
So the 1's really good here, but a mile and 5/16 is does not seem to be his preferred distance. The 8's like a super veteran, 116 races, and and definitely has that winning, knows how to win. So won back-to-back the last 2, so it's definitely a possibility.
Shows out 5 metres. Havana Moon is right behind him in second spot, so he's just biding his time. Dollar Bill works hard, third parked out. 3 back on the inside, feeling for a miracle. 1 by 1, Vintage Dream. The inside, Whedon's Express. Then Mucho Macho Man, Montana Chief. Still no change in the order. Second quarter in 30.6 down the back straight. Leading the way, it's Tis a Sizzler. Tis a Sizzler 4 metres. Dollar Bill without cover. Havana Moon leaders back third, just waiting on that passing lane run. Vintage Dream yet to come deeper. Feeling for a miracle to the inside. Then Whedon's Express.
Well, if the 8's good enough, he's going to have all day opportunity to get after the 1.
opportunity now, this favourite Tizza Sizzler. He's at the top of the lane, still clear 5 metres. Havana Moon is the only danger in second spot. Feeling for a miracle to third, then Whedon's Express. They turn and burn. Tizza Sizzler leads the way. Havana Moon to the outside, giving chase. Tizza Sizzler in front. Havana Moon is trying hard, but Tizza Sizzler...
One too much. 1-8.
Havana Moon, third feeling for a miracle, Whedon's Express. Next over the line, Montana.
See if we can get some of that Kembla here. Alright. Kembla Granger, yeah, 12-2. 12 came over the top. It's a good effort. 6 is scratched. Soft track. I'm gonna have to really pay attention here. I really gotta zone in here. You know, I remember Michelin Star Racing in Australia. I don't remember how good she was or wasn't, but I do remember her racing. Alright. Huh. One's liable to improve off that debut effort. Two's a deep closer, but just seems to always run out of space. Races at this track haven't been particularly good for the two either. 3 should get better on the soft track. Should get better. 4 coming out of the same race as the 3. See, this is kind of funny because the 3 was all of 1.1 lengths back of the 4, and the 4 is 9-2 and the 3 is 25-1. So, I mean, there'd be no reason not to take the 3 as a flyer if you like the 4 in any way, shape, or form. Soft track, 6 is scratch, okay, 7, pitchfork, coming off a layoff, not too interested in that. 8's coming off a layoff, I'm not interested in that either. 9, looked pretty bad on the soft going last time out. 10 is 25-1, hasn't looked good enough, period. Alright, so 5, God, over bet. 3 and 4 are coming out of the same race, so if you like the 3, if you like the 4, you gotta like the 3, and the 3 has a better post than the 4. I mean, that makes all the difference in the world coming out of that same race. 3, 4. Let's see what the odds are. This Kembla race, the Australia odds. 3's a fucking bomb here. 4's 10-1 on Australia odds. I mean, one of these horses coming off the layoff will probably be pretty good, but they seem to think the 5 and the 8, but not with a ton of conviction. I mean, 8 was pretty good before the layoff. But he bled. That's the reason why he took a layoff. He bled, so cause for pause there. This could be bonds. This I like the prices here. 1, 3, 1, 3, 3, 4. And let's throw that 7 in there. Oh yeah, out it. 8 out the back.
Avo Star bounced out quickly with explosive truth, and they'll share the lead settling into stride.
Hey, Drew, not good so far. We're on our second bullet, but maybe this race turns it around.
Recovering along the fence, next Lady Herbert and Saborg beaten for speed, falling away. So they come down the side here, and the leader, Explosive Truth, certainly doesn't run it particularly fast, controls it actually. It's 3/4 clear, second Avo Star. Off the track in third is Pitchfork. Dr. Mancini's 4 deep, no cover. Bluff and Bluster right behind them. They're followed by Cubman. Back along the rails is Lady Herbert.
If we run a 1-3, that'd be nice. Oh, there is. It's working to 1. Come on, 1-3. There's a 3 coming between them with the white cap. 1-3. 1-2. 1-2. Come on, 3. You get through there then. Come on, 3-2. No. Jesus. And now the 1's coming back again. Oh, man. Oh, oh no. All that excitement, and they run to 2 favorites. I'm gonna step away for a moment, guys.
On the fence for a little while, Brody Loy went for it. It sort of closed up a bit, but then it opened again, and he had the turn of foot that we've seen in all those 5 straight placings to go through the gap and get right up along the rail to get up and beat Explosive Truth by maybe half a length. Pitchforks run third, and maybe the 9 Lady Herbert for fourth. That's pretty tight. Not sure what happened with Saborg. It missed the kick pretty badly there by 2 or 3 lengths, and it was 6 lengths last at the 1,000. So there might be a story there. We'll find out more. But it's 2, 5, 7 and a camera. And today's his day, Wayne.
Hip hip hooray. And he's kicked our quaddy off quite well too. Like, he got a nice run, through there with Brody Loy. The horse of Gaze, he found plenty under pressure. I think he got surprised when the horse got up inside and he tried to fight back. Pitchfork runner right there. And there's Saborg when it was all over, running on late in the second half. So I don't know why he come out of the barriers like that. We'll find out, I suppose, after the race. But yeah, good on you, Bluff and Bluster. And Jace Caller, double on the day.
Training very well, isn't he, Jason Coyle? His team are flying at the moment. Brody Loy aboard, 2-5-7-9. They're in the frame here, Rich, after the 4.
Good on you, Jace. Thank you, Wayne. Yeah, Bluff and.
Oh man, son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. All right, let's see. Rockhampton. See if we can get something home there. See if we can find something. Last race at Rockhampton broke our heart. We came in, we had the right idea. 7 came up. We liked the 12 as a price. Exactly at 170. Tell you, these Australia races are tough. Really, it just takes one good race call to make or break the session for the night. So if we can find it at Rockhampton, we can hopefully get it home. All right, let's look what we got here. Split up race. Okay. Benchmark 50. 2, 4 scratch. So it's a 14-horse race. 2 and 4 scratched. Rockhampton. 3's 0-4 at this track. Not a fan. I'm not sure. All right, 5 gets the rail here. Will that help? Horse isn't keen on winning, but he was facing some tough fields last season, but hasn't done anything this season. Now, how the fuck are they rolling the gate at Monongo when they say it's 5 minutes to post? Get the fuck out of here, man. What? What the hell? I don't. Whatever. Oh. Rockhampton. He's coming off way off. 7's a tough sell. Boa Poe. What are you going to do on this 9? Looked good breaking his maiden. Got absolutely brutalized last start, turning for home. $14 to 1. Interesting. This one would compare the 7. Someone else has a 7 for 1 race at Rockhampton to see kind of a poor speed. Alright, the 8 has a bunch of. This was 112.32 was just off. 1 and 125. Decidedly slower. Twelve's the favorite. Oh man, son of a bitch. And 15 has showed up every time he's been at Rockhampton. It's the only place the horse likes to race. And Emma Bell has a first and a third. Oh come on. One time on a win show. Let's get her home on this 15. Bombs away. Here we go. She goes to the lead. We know we got something.
Cass, Froze are all showing speed. There's the Jebel ready, coming forward, going up looking for the premier spot. Mini Mountain lands about 5th. Dream Piece caught wide. That jockey's pressing on. Over on the inside then is Brookville. Magic Cody 3 deep as they negotiate that top corner and run to the half mile. Miraculous has got onto the back of Magic Cody. Dream Piece drifting back now. Stars Don't Rust. Finucane Missile. Tala Rakisa and Rockethead is last. 10 lengths top end to tail on the corner. 600 to go. Advantage of the inside to Jebel Ready is just in front. On behind it then is Flying Cass. Out deep on the track. Then we've got starting to pick up ground Mini Mountain. Finucane Missiles pulled out deep. Magic Cody. And then we've got Miraculous. They're stretched across the track. The Jebel Ready. Froze in the centre. Finucane Missile out deep. It could be the one. Finucane Missile went to Froze. To Jebel Ready. Flying Cass. Finucane Missile in front. Pushed out. Getting away the last little bit. And Finucane Missile defeated Froze. The Jebel Ready third. Flying Cass, Rock and Roll Bobby. Then came Tala Rakisa, get it right, will you? Stars Don't Rust, Rocket Head. Further back in the field was Brookville. Miraculous didn't run on Rocky Poet, Magic Cody, Dream Peace. Mini Mountain, the last one over the line.
Well, he's got that devastating finish, Finucane Missile, and he was first up today under Justin Stanley's been out for a break with some injuries just flaring up, and here he is back, and look at this for a finish. Finucane Missile, too good for him, goes right on with the job.
Oh, man, that's...
Yeah, boxed on really well today.
Man, oh, man. Getting brutalized there. We never cleared the front. 15 made a run for the front, never cleared. That was it.
All right, Marto, this is race number 4 on the card today, and the favourite is the 8 Taji Baby. Has managed to put some good form together most recently since coming across from WA. It's won its past 2, and despite drawing deep, I guess advantaged with a couple of scratchings as they start to move up. Luke McCarthy again takes the drive for Darren Binskin. Second pick is the 10, which is Chandelier, and probably the best backed in the race, Chandelier. Third last time out, and that was behind JOK. We might get a point of how JOK's prospects are in a later race, because it was the horse that beat Chandelier most recently. They're getting set. Gate rolling now. This is race number 4. Inside runner is Milwaukee Strider. Fast and Flashy comes up, and we're just about set to go. Again over the mile. The book you're winning now at Menangle Country Club pace is Green for Go, and they're racing, and near the inside Milwaukee Strider commenced well. Taji Baby got off the arm hard.
That hurt?
Hey Mr. Taylor pokes through
That
the
hurt?
crowd.
No, it didn't.
He's going in search of the top spot, and soon after, Hey Mr. Taylor takes the lead now. Favourite Taji Baby settles into stride properly and comes up on the outside to have a dip for the lead. They were followed settling down just in behind those runners then by Rockahula Joe, Milwaukee Strider, and then came Fast and Flashy, followed then by Southbound Train. Well back in the race as they head into the back is She's Grinning and Chandelier's at the tail. First quarter was 27.6 as they roll into the back straight, and the favourite takes control, and it's Taji Baby. Leads the way by 4 metres now on Hey Mr. Taylor and Rockahula Joe. Up on the outside now to take closer order is Southbound Train, followed by Milwaukee Strider. The next one is Chandelier racing on the outside and getting a nice toe into the race. And back towards the tail of the field are Fast and Flashy and She's Grinning. In that pattern they run
I'm
down
in
to
game mode, so I haven't lost
729.2
them
for the second quarter. Half in 56.8, and it's Taji Baby just tapped up there by McCarthy to keep its mind on the job. Leads the way by 5 metres to Hey Mr. Taylor. Southbound Train gets up on the outside now into second, and enjoying that lovely run into the race is Chandelier, 1 out, 1 back. Just getting onto the steel a bit as Rockahula Joe keen to get into some clear racing room, and She's Grinning heads the remainder as they turn for home now. At the top of the straight, 400 left to go, 28.7 the quarter, and the leader Taji Baby. McCarthy's about to get serious. Hey Mr. Taylor comes off its back to offer, looking for a run on the insiders. Rockahula Joe, and that run now presents, it's still Taji Baby the leader. Chandelier's further out, any number of chances. It's Taji Baby. Chandelier is coming hard down the outside. In front, close to home, was Taji Baby, collared by Chandelier on the line for mine. I think Chandelier's got up to score and beat Taji Baby. Rockahula Joe, Hey Mr. Taylor. Then came Southbound Train. Further back to finish then was She's Grinning, followed well back by Fast and Flashy. And one of the tail enders was Milwaukee Strider in 153.6. It's a photo, but I reckon it'll get there in time. Chandelier took all of the straight to wear down the favourite, and it's got there. Chandelier will get it. 10 will beat 8. Prominent 3, and then 7, but we wait for the judge to post. But it'll be 10 first, 8 second, third number about to go up. Quarters 27.6, 29.2, 28.7.
Alright, let's see. We're going to Australia B to be kind to us. We need to come up with, need to focus, lock in, find something good here. We have been left out in the cold all too often so far. Yes, damn 1-3. God, it's been tough. It's been tough to gather. Two has a good record at this track. Not a good soft track record, but I think the track is starting to lean towards being a little probably heavy rather than soft. Yeah, look, the one came, one was 1-for-1 on heavy. Yeah, that's why it's been so terrible here all day. Track's playing more like it's heavy than soft. That makes the 1 and 2 extremely playable in here. Although the 1's coming off a long layoff. The 3 looks like an rough outsider. 4. Are you listening? So the 4's last 2 races just has made an absolute mess of it at the start. But probably much the fastest if he doesn't just jack up the start really bad. I don't like the 5 to be first or second, especially off the layoff. Not a fan. 6. Heavy track. Doesn't look like a winning contender. It's probably the same boat as 5, maybe third for them. Seven came off a year layoff and wheels back 11 days later. It's a pretty even race, but it has to improve off that last after that long layoff. Has to improve off that long layoff. 8. Nah. I don't think the 8's best can compete in here, even though they're better than him. 9. 9 comes back off 7 days. Looked okay in the last race. 9, Nick Larry, the 10. Comes off a long layoff. Probably going to be back in the field. Probably too slow for this group. So I like the 7. I like the 4. If the 4 behaves out the gate, we especially like them. And the 1 and 2 are definitely possibilities for second. One comes off a layoff. Let's box the 279 here. Box the 279 into exacta. We're going to play a 20 center up top with the 4. And then we're going to toss them. 4 of the 1, 2, 7, 9. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9. Play that. Play another exacta. Two, 7. Let's play 7, 9 with a 1, 2, 7, 9. Get that bad boy there. Let's see if we can get a super in here. 7, 9. With the 2, 7, 9. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 9. We are in, baby. Come on, 7 and 9. Show me some love here, 7, 9. Show me some love.
Just waiting for Quinton to now make its approach to the gates. She's coming up, Quinton. Carleen Heffel with a winner today. At a 20% strike rate at Moe for her. Carleen, and there they go, they're away. Quentin a little bit slow, not as bad as last time though, and Elam jumped well with the sisters. Are You Listening's up there third, and Golden Script handy fourth down near the running rail. As they return back into view, it's
Just keep it 7-2. God, just stop the race. Even though the front end hasn't really been anything, they just broke so cleanly. Just be 7-2. The 9's the gray horse up there. Come on, man.
They've got 2 lengths on Golden Script. Are You Listening? And then comes a
Can we just run off? Can this just be the race? 7-2.
Painters there. Quentin's made a lightning bit up towards the leaders and 5 wide. Breaker of Chains and Long Neck.
Come on, 7-2. 2-7, 7-2.
Bell's Banner and Quentin down the outside now starting to come.
2-9.
A couple of lengths away to Feeling Good. So it's Are You Listening being lifted.
God grief.
Bell's Banner, they go up to Elam, who's still responding. Elam, Are You Listening? Elam.
Get up 4.
Oh, Are You Listening? Dived at it.
Oh my God.
Between those two, Elam, Are You Listening? Go to the line together. And then Bell's Banner third, followed by Feeling Good down near the running rail fourth. Paint was next, and then the sisters. Quentin, Breaker of Chains,
Of course.
Long Neck Larry. Elam's won. It's come back on Are You Listening and won by a nose.
Oh my goodness.
Elam for Campbell or Willer. He almost came off the horse leaving the mounting yard. It was a good piece of horsemanship to stay on board, and he's retained the partnership to send Elam home.
Oh my goodness. We're...
Going up to him under strong hands and heels, riding by Jamie Mott was Are You Listening?
Of course. We had the 4.
Speed up in front.
My word.
Well, we're asking a lot.
Yes.
But if he can get the speed, he's also can get home over and running.
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
Oh, we had a 4.26. I mean, that wasn't going to break the bank or anything, but we did. We would have had to triple with the 3-1 shot out of the money, a 3-1 favorite. I mean, that was wide open. The 8 was miserable bad. Not even worth a look.
I would have liked to see Wayne Wilkes just give you a little bit better push for New Major. Looking at him, he's done the right thing.
Jeez. You're right there. Right there. Damn that 4. And the 2 came back on him. That was the worst part. 4 was ahead, and then the 2 snuck by him again. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. Alright, 16, 10. Damn it. Where else would it be? I don't like you and you don't like me, but we're gonna have to do something here. Well, if the 7 shows up off this layoff, then he's probably the best in this race if he shows up. Let's try triple. 7. With the 2, 3, 8. With the 2, 3, 8, 10, 11. And we are going to claim exacta. 2, 8 with the 2, 3, 8. Don't get shut out of this. Come on. Okay. Can I get a winning placement on the 2? Nope. All right.
Showing speeders, Crackneck with Nosy now going up on its inside to join it. They were followed by First Time Lucky, who's working up into third but is very wide with Upper East Side, and then New Major without conviction the inside, and then came French Command. Revenue back to second last, Prima Stella last. Nosy led them into the first bend. They've got 700 left to go. It's a half length in front of Crackneck. Upper East Side 3 wide in third without conviction.
Well, it's definitely a competitive bunch here.
And they were followed by New Major. Revenue sneaking up on the inside. First Time Lucky is deep in that pack, and they were followed further back by Prima Stella and French Command back at the rear. To the bend they run. They've got
Oh my God, Two's getting a great trip behind us. 3.
half length away. Crackneck in second without conviction. Starts to work off their heels, and then came New Major. Revenue is starting to work.
Come on, 2.
Side coming down the outside with All About Charlie.
Are they really going to run the fucking front end here?
In front of Crackneck. Revenue battling away. It's still Nosy in front.
Wow.
Revenue goes to second from Crackneck, but Nosy will lead.
What the hell?
Nosy wins over Revenue. Crackneck.
God, the one beat the brakes off that field.
French Command on the east side, New Major, and the last one in his First Time Lucky.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, that was the key. I tell you what, he showed more speed out of the gates than what I thought he would have. But anyway, he's gone good and he gets the money. Revenue had a beautiful ride. Bucko just kept.
Jeez Louise. He's crushed the field. Alright. God. We can't get anything going here. One just, how's the one leave the gate that well? Just never. I mean, never an anxious moment there. Just fucking flew the gate and then won by 7. Man. Alright, Albion Park. Mile and 5/16. And 3 just took care of business last time out. This is not a good-looking bunch of. They're standing. It's a standing start race. The old standing start. 10 has a big.
I mean, the
10 has a big handicap. He's starting 33 yards back, but ooh, the 9. 9's 3 to 1 makes sense. Interesting how this race is going to go. Look at this horse just back there, just hanging out. That's funny. Is it a false start?
Stood flat-footed, refuses to go. Going up along the inside is Nora's Fling.
Fair start.
Ruler began nicely. So too is Something Burning. A break back to Zoomalong Johnny, Havana Magic, and Jansen just getting going now.
Funny.
But goes into a break as they race towards the back straight. Out in front, Datura. Datura leads the way, and the margin is 5 metres. High Cloud Lass in second spot. Nora's Fling is now third. 5 metres away fourth. Down under Roars. Astral Ruler goes up without cover. Is Something Burning straight onto the back of Astral Ruler. Then Zoomalong Johnny, Havana Magic, and tailed out Jansen. The lead time, 42.4. Datura is in front, clear 5 metres. High Cloud Lass second. Astral Rulers working up without cover. Nora's Fling fourth, 3 back the inside. Is Something Burning, working into it perfectly, 1 by 1. Down under Roars, 4 back on the inside. Then Zoomalong Johnny, Havana Magic, and tailed out is Jansen. They have 1,200 metres left to trot, leading the way Datura. First quarter of the final mile, it was posted in 31.2. Datura leads the way. Astral Rulers without cover. High Cloud Lass leaders back third. Is Something Burning fourth, 1 by 1. 3 back on the inside. Nora's Fling, then Zoomalong Johnny down under Roars. He's 4 back on the inside. Havana Magic tailed out is Jansen. To the turn out of the straight now with 900 metres left to trot. Datura leads the way. Datura 3 metres. Astral Rulers without cover. Leaders back third. High Cloud Lass is Something Burning. Every chance. 1 by 1. Yet to be called on. The inside Nora's Fling. Zoomalong Johnny down under Roars and Havana Magic. Second quarter 30.3. Into the back straight for the final time. Datura under a drive leads the way. Now Astral Ruler makes a break. Astral Ruler off stride. Is Something Burning. Springs into action. Goes around Astral Ruler who's trying to reset. The inside was High Cloud Lass. Deeper. Havana Magic. Zoomalong Johnny. Nora's Fling. Down under Roars. Third quarter. 29.1 is Something Burning. She goes clear. Leads 5 metres. Datura battles on. Deeper. Havana Magic down under Roars. Starting to wind up. They're at the top of the lane now. 200 metres left to run. Is Something Burn powered away. Margin 10 metres. Wide out. Down under Roars goes to second. Then Datura. Havana Magic. Is Something Burning clear. Winding up. Down under Roars. Is Something Burning in front. She's getting tired. Down under Roars driving. Is Something Burning in front. And takes it. Is Something Burning. Beating down under Roars. Havana Magic. Datura. Nora's Fling. High Cloud Lass. Zoomalong Johnny, Astral Ruler making the break down the back straight, beating one to the line. Jansen, final split 30.1 to 2.8 the time. Is Something Burning goes back to back. 8th the winner. 8 takes it. Is Something Burning. Pete McMullen downing 4 down under Roars. Havana Magic will arrive for third, just in front of Datura. Numbers are about to be confirmed. 2:43 the overall time. Mile to rate 22.7. There'll be a slight adjustment there with the winner off 10 metres.
Oh, man.
Here we go with numbers. 8, 4, 10. 8, 4, 10. One is for Datura.
All right, I like the 5 here at Australia D. I like the 5. 1's a perennial second place finisher. 5's going to be crack-a-lacking on the front end. I mean, other than that, maybe someone can close up for a piece. But I mean, the 8's the only, I think, Like the 7's a candidate to close, but I'm not sold. First race off a maiden breaking effort. 6 has been closing lately, but not really doing a whole lot. Of course, Yisu was running on the front end before. The 5 looks like he can be big at big odds here. Semi-big odds. Got $40. You know, sometimes the best bet is just putting it right on the horse's nose. We're going to put 20 to win on the 5 here. Maybe we'll play a little triple action. 5 with the 1 with the remainder of the field. There's only four runners left. I feel like there's also this field's so funky. Like, and the 9 has opportunity to pick up the pieces in what is not a particularly inspiring field. And if you're sticking around, if you are still watching this, much appreciated. It is late in the night. I didn't. I got 20 to win on him, CH. So root for the 5 to win at track D.
Touched $2 about a quarter of an hour ago. It's now into 1.5. So
he should be on the lead. If he makes the lead, if he makes the lead cleanly, we're good.
Bella was 550. Got to 650 about 12.
So we'll run 5-1.
A little bit of a push for this filly. Lord Zoolander is 5 out to 6.
It's gone up to 8-1. So
touch 750 now 8. And Destiny's Son 5 out to 9. No money for it. Blue Missile 26 out to $41. Pioneer to go around the very consistent type for Gwenda Markwell as the favourite and best backed in the race as we get to Matt for the field.
Yeah, so the 1 has 5 second place finishes at 9 starts. So we're not afraid of the 1 as much winning as much as just kind of keeping the 5 hung out.
With the blinkers on first time. Destiny Zone's ready.
If the 5 can get to the lead, he just needs to meander to the lead and go from there. He's from the slug outside, but if he breaks well, it should make the front pretty easy.
Ready to run for the 5th on the program. Field of 6 only. 1,200 metres to distance. As Tuwarit links in now, and they're set to jump. So $1.85 Pioneer. That's the dominant favourite here. Ready to jump. They're set, and they're off. Tuwarit missed the start by about a length. Blue Missile jumped well.
Come on, 5 hustle.
Showing some speed. Destiny Zone's deep going forward.
None of these pigs in front of you should worry you. Oh God, we're not able to get over on these trash cans.
So off the back straight now, 900 left to go, and it's Lord Zoolander who leads.
Oh goodness.
Clear second, Blue Missile. Pioneer the favourites, 3 wide. No.
This is interesting though. There's.
Forward to join these leaders. In 4th placing, Destiny Zone.
They're racing each other though. This is interesting. I didn't like the 5 coming off the pace, but they're all 3 wide and over racing. Can we get to 5? Can we get to 5 to kick? Come on, 5, kick.
Lord Zoolander at the 300 with a kick from Blue Missile 3/4 away. 2 further back came Pioneer.
Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Oh my goodness. Come on, 5 re-rally. God, oh my goodness. We are too late. Oh my God, 5 wide.
Second Blue Missile, I'd say, just from Pioneer couldn't come on after a deep run. Tuwarit close up, fit the outside. And Sabella didn't finish it off. She's run last 4 lengths away.
Oh my god, this one's a trash can.
6, 9, 5, and 1. And Lloyd Zoolander, an all-the-way victory for this 4-year-old son of Zoostar out of Runs Deep. Kathy O'Hara gives her a double.
This one's an absolute trash can.
Very consistent type. Nice run.
And we can't get the 5 up to win it.
You mentioned, Wayne, that they might try some tactics there on Pine.
That's a pisser. Like I said, the five's supposed to be the one on the lead. 5's supposed to be the one on the lead, and he let the 6 conduct it into 1, which was terrible. Oh well. And I like the 9. I like the 9 to pick up the pieces, and oh god, this 6 got it too easy on the front. The 1 and 9 kind of bunched up a little bit, and then they just relented. All right, CH, have a good one then. Till next time. Alright. We still have some bullet. Still have some bullet to play. We could have I killed her! Yeah, the 5's probably paying even respectable to show. Could have just put 20 on it in the show and taken like and gotten back like 80 on that. We went for the gusto though. We knew the one was iffy at a big price. I mean at such a short price, so gotta take a stab. Can't be afraid to give it a run. Okay, Rockhampton. Oh, let's give it a go, boy. Let's give it a go. What come in last race? Oh yeah, the 8 came right down the middle of the track. That's son of a bitch. Beautiful closing kick. And we were nowhere near it. Okay, alright. Oh man, the 6 was absolutely putrid from 2 terrible posts in his last 2 races. God, overbet. I was gonna say a 6 is probably a nice chance at like a price, but can crazily overbet here. I'm going to assume we're going to try to go to the front with the 6. Yeah, this went gate to wire last time. Last round. Oh, what are you doing, 16? 15, are you doing something? No, you're not doing anything either. $13. God, that's way out there. 16 hole. 12. 11. 10. No. Oh, man. What are we going to do here? see the 6 being able to maneuver this field. Ash Butler's good enough to make the to stride out there early. This is not a good bunch either. 2's 5-2 currently, and I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer that has a whole lot of seconds and thirds and fourths. And gets to carry a ton of weight. Ton of weight here. Is there someone that can just kind of sneak out there early? Maybe the 15. Yeah, God. Coming off a long way off. Maybe the 16. The 16 was terrible last start. Oh, this is not a good bunch. I'm looking for anybody that looks like they may be interested in getting out the gate a little bit. Stinky field. Stinky. You know, I'm looking at the 30 and the 3 is a good candidate, but he's all of 1 for 28. Yeah.
Start, Streamliner left quickly, 4 Grand Man Bowl Sensation showing speed, Dragon Pins on the move the outside, Real Classic rushing up into a handy spot, the Clang Affair. Further back in the field, RJC is on the move, Petite Owl, drifting back, Gracious Garcon, Astral Knight, the Clang Affair. Mystery Element went to the rear, they go to the half mile, Streamliner the leader, a neck in front, Dragon Pin second, pulling double third, then is 4 Grand Man Bowl Sensation 1-1, 2 lengths to the back, then came Real Classic in a good spot, Sound Investment over on the inside, RJC, Gracious Garcon, Petite Owl, the Clang Affair's a long way back, so too is Mystery Element. They come down past the 400, Dragon Pins, Bowl Sensation, they go to the front together, Streamliner is still there over on the inside, Real Classics coming off their back, and 4 Grand Man's getting a split, and so
Come
too
on,
is
6. Damn it.
Sound Investment went to Bowl
Oh,
Sensation,
God.
4 Grand Man up on the inside, but Sound Investment hit
Fuck
the front,
me.
raced away from 4 Grand Man Real Classic, and Sound Investment got the money, beat 4 Grand Man Real Classic, third Bowl Sensation, Streamliner Astral Knight, RJC Petite L. The next one in was Gracious Garcon, pulling up pretty quickly after going past the post. Then we've got Dragon Pins, Mystery Element, the Clang Affair, one more, and that was...
Such a pisser. God, that's such a pisser, man. Damn it. 11 wins that race at $9 trillion to 1. I mean, we were begging for the program to give us something to look at. Like anything. It's like, show us something. We just couldn't come up with the 11. We just knew, I mean, it was ripe. It's ripe for a play.
Lights on. And away.
Oh,
Seconds down the gates. The Great Bratsky, Landsbrook, they began well. It's a yes from me now, starting to hunt up and be handy to the speed, and then comes a Carlio. Out deeper is Canelo going by it now into 4th, a length away to Bissell the Grey, and then followed by Evil Cries down near the running rail, along with it Psyched Up Gal in that division and Lady Maritza. And then a length away to Solitary Tram, getting all back with Green Ivy, and Joe's Pride is last. But the Great Bratsky will take them off the back and leads by 3/4. Landsbrook second. And then It's a Yes from Me getting a nice trail, followed by Canelo and a Carlio back on the fence. Lady Maritza's taking off from Bissell, and then Evil Cry. And next Joe's Pride, Psyched Up Gal, Solitary Tramp and Green Ivy. They're coming up to the bend in the Rising Stars. And leading the way, the Great Bratsky for Harry Grace, 3/4. Landsbrook, Canelo, Lady Maritza, It's a Yes from Me. Rawilla now calling upon it, followed by a Carlio and Evil Cry cutting the quarter. The Great Bratsky came into the straight. Landsbrook's after it though, and then followed by Canelo deeper on the track, and Evil Cry heads the rest from Joe's Pride. But here's Landsbrook moving up and claiming the front, and Landsbrook and the Great Bratsky come away to fight it out. Landsbrook just. Jaden Lloyd lifted it home from the Great Bratsky, who wouldn't go down without a fight. Joe's Pride a couple of lengths away, and then followed by Carlio. In behind those was It's a Yes from Me, and then came Green Ivy. Next was Solitary Tramp and Bissell, Evil Cry, and Acalio. They didn't call it. Lady Maritza and Psyched Up Gal. Landsbrook went quickly at Echuca and weakened in that first up race. Seen the horse.
Oh, they're betting us 4 at Monongo. I'm not a believer in what they're trying to sell me. 5's 14 to 1. And he beat the 4 clearly in their last race. Well, the 5 hasn't shown a winning effort in a while. This is what they call in technical terms wide the fuck open. Oh my god. Look at this 10 here. Are you serious? This horse is named Gotta Go Henry. And who just said they had to go? Chris Henry. Holy shit. I mean, if we don't bet this, I mean, it's not as though the horse is like some big long shot or anything either, but I mean, that's just pretty crazy. So we'll bet the exact 10 with the 5. I think I like the 7 here. And we'll play. We'll bet $2 to 1. 5 is who I like here. But 10-5 would be nice. It's really funny. I mean, it would just so happen when I have like $4 left that it's like, oh, wait just a second. We're gonna fuck you. We're gonna give you a hunch play, and then we're gonna be like, you don't have any money to bet it.
Speed center of the line with About the Attitude, Bronski Bell. Behind those runners early was Flying Pegasus, and then came the Black Assassin. Simply Clever was further back in the field. Then they were followed further afield to Matai Valor, Truth and Courage, Golden Year, and
Did this 4 really decide he's gonna park the fucking 5? I mean, fuck you, 4.
Top leads the way by 4 metres. About the Attitude left in the breeze. Next on the inside is Bronski Bell, who has a nice drop on the stable maiden leader. 3 markers. 4th now is Flying Pegasus, followed by the Black Assassin on 1. And then Golden Year, Simply Clever, Truth and Courage. Well back in the race has Gotta Go Henry, and Matai Valor was caught deep and is just drifting back to the tail of the field. 27-8 the first quarter down the back straight. And it's Squire leading the way, 900 to go. About the Attitude is second without cover and covered up the inner Bronski Bell. The next pair, the Black Assassin, who races on the outside there of Flying Pegasus. And then Golden Year and Simply Clever. Well back is Truth and Courage. Gotta Go Henry. Last of all is Matai Valor. An even 32nd quarter as they roll off the back, 600 to go. 57-8 the half, and it's Squire the leader held together. About the Attitude second, Bronski Bell third, and they were followed next as they come towards the home corner by the Black Assassin, Flying Pegasus. Well back in the field then is Simply Clever, and Golden Year heads the remainder, but the leader starts to really kick away here, and Bronski Bell's under pressure. They straighten up, third quarter 27-8, Squire led. About the Attitude is trying hard. They were followed by Bronski Bell. Down the outside, the Black Assassin and Simply Clever. Gage almost hitting empty for the leader. It's Squire being joined by About the Attitude. The Black Assassin joins the pair. It's the Black Assassin. Last crack for Simply Clever, but the Black Assassin gets it. The Black Assassin beats either Simply Clever or the Attitude, and thought they were lined up. Truth and Courage and Squire are prominent, and they were followed back in behind that group of horses then by a gap off towards the tail end of the field. Bronski Bell, Flying Pegasus, Golden Year, Gotta Go Henry in that bunch. Wow.
Bombs away.
Luke McCarthy, you just don't see Luke driving 50 to 1 pops. And he's been able to get this home at 50 to 1. Number 3, the Black Assassin. 5 gets second. About the Attitude on the inside has just held off Simply Clever, and they were lined up for first 4 players. They've clocked 154.1. 7 does get third. 3, 5, 7. And I reckon that's going to knock plenty out of the quaddie. 6 Truth and Courage down the outer.
Jesus.
This first 4 is going to pay a mozza. They'll pay anything. Anyway, if you got it, good luck. 3, 5,
Bombs
7, 61,
away.
54, 1.
Yeesh. Yeesh. We had the 5 and 7 right. So disappointing because
Runners are on the track now for race 4.
we're handicapping the race and we say it's wide the fuck open, and the 3 has the top driver. Guy wins at like a 28% clip. I mean, that's like Ronnie Wren type shit, Aaron Merriman type shit. We say it's wide the fuck open. 3's coming second off a layoff. Bang. 40 to 1. No problem. Brutal. Brutal. Let's see what Australia B has to offer us. Man, that's crazy. That is cray-cray. That's... Oh, God, I mean... That's... they brought bombs. I mean, last race at A, that last race at Australia Harness at Menangle. I mean, those were some getaway plays. We could have snuck in with the goods there. Snuck in just an exact on those puppies. We would have been right there back in it. Brutal. Oh. Alright, we're just going to take a flyer to Australia. We've got $2 left. This is in the express bet account. No more bullets for tonight. We're going to play the 8 with the 4-5. Hope to pinch this exacta at a big old price. Let's do it.
12, 1, 11, 3.
12, 3, 13, 11.
Let's go to Phil.
And the field is set. Red lights on. Ready to jump. Racing. Got a bad line out. Chosen Prince and Sarasota Bay out the back early with Sunreal. And Maid Marilyn began nicely with Viking Raid, and Stylish Patton is also pushing forward as well. So they link up with the course proper. Maid Marilyn out wide around Viking Raid, Stylish Patton, O'Driscoll up into 4th spot. They'll followed next by My Desire, whose midfield won off around Mr. Z. And then came We Won Your Hermosa Reward, Sunreal, Sarasota Bay, and Chosen Prince is back at the rear. They're halfway down the back straight as they run past the 1,000 metres. Fairly keenly contested lead here. Viking Raid narrowly over Maid Marilyn. Stylish Patton, O'Driscoll, My Desire, Mr. Z on the inside. And then came We Won Ya, Sunreal, Hermosa Reward. And further back then came Sarasota Bay, and still Chosen Prince's last of the lot. As they head off the back straight, 700 metres left to go. Viking Raid in control. A half length in front over Maid Marilyn, Stylish Patton and O'Driscoll. My Desire, Mr. Z, Sunreal. And then came We Won Ya, Hermosa Reward, Chosen Prince, Sarasota Motor Bay at the rear as the field starts to pack up as they run inside the 400. Maid Marilyn moving up to Viking Raid as they straighten. Getting off their heels with Stylish Patton. O'Driscoll working clear. Sunreal running up behind those. Chosen Prince likewise. Mr. Z is looking for clear air. He's midfield, nowhere to go at the moment. Maid Marilyn grabbed by Sunreal. Stylish Patton coming at the pair. Chosen Prince trying to work clear. Then Mr. Z. Many chances. Sunreal narrowly in front over Stylish Patton. They drive to the line and Sunreal over Stylish Patton. Third either Mr. Z or Chosen Prince.
All right, that's enough for tonight. That is enough for tonight. No mas. No mas. All right, guys. Thanks for viewing. It was an eventful night. Like I said, when we stream, we go hard in the paint when we stream. So if you're viewing, if you're still viewing, thanks. And if you viewed at any point tonight, thanks for checking it out. But I am tired, and I got to wake up at 8 o'clock. So thanks for checking in, and I'll be here, I believe, tomorrow. We have a little Potland Omaha tournament, so we'll play some poker. May fire up another bullet. Terrible idea, but we may do it. Let me. I'll update the numbers accordingly, and I'll talk to you guys later.